Here we go.
Hello, hello, hello. Top of the morning, even afternoon, and good night to one and all. It is Sunday, November 19th. We are a little bit early. Actually, I don't fucking apologize at all. I just demonetize the channel. No, I don't apologize because all week long I've been wanting to talk about this. There are two subjects I want to cover today. There's one that's going to offend somebody on this panel, which is totally fine because, well, it's what I do. I hurt my friends' feelings because I test our boundaries as to how far I can go before it actually offends people and hurts their feelings. What's wrong? Spade, am I too low? Does my level
No, no,
get
no,
it
no,
on
no. I
there?
was scratching my ear, and I was
Oh.
scratching my ear and
Mm.
agreeing with what you were saying because I was just like, yeah, but I don't. It doesn't really bother me. But go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for the donations. Thank you so much. As always, I do have them disabled on the stream so they don't show up because it is multi-platform. So, do you guys just want to jump right into it, or do you want to, do we want to wait till we get a little bit more people because we only have 15 right now?
Okay. Yeah. Let's wait a bit.
Oh, thank you. Oh, look at you, Matthew. You're all over it. You're doing it in the stream, aren't you? Pretty. Okay, so before we start, we're just gonna warm up. Oh, Jenna. We're just gonna warm up. Just get everybody pumped up real quick. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna jump into the big topic. I'm gonna make them fucking want it because I feel like, I feel like people will get offended. If they don't get offended inside of this chat, then they're going to get offended inside of right here. So I have a topic that is so controversial. It's more than the Israel versus Hamas thing. It's more than abortion. It's more than God. It is one of the... I think Matthew is the only person that knows the topic I'm going to talk about. It is, when I tell you, controversial. It's you'd be surprised. And the problem is it's not so much on one opinion. It's the fact that I'm gonna tell you. I'm just gonna put the icing on the cake before we slice it up. The reason why this is so controversial is because there's no in between. That you can't say I'm neither for or against. It's either you're against it or you're for it. There's no in between. And how did I find this controversial subject? Well, I'm always looking for controversy because I want things. The past couple outside of societies that we've done have been one, long, riveting, captivating, and good. And those, the past three, one could argue and say the past two, have stayed on topic. So today there's going to be two topics. Now they are very, 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 very different. But while we get the people for the one, oh, thank you, Join. While we get people for the one, I'm just going to start off with the most controversial of them all. Are we ready?
Yes.
Hit us
Well,
with
I
it.
think so.
Does anybody, are they feeling particularly sensitive to, I'm asking the people in the video. Does anybody feel particularly sensitive today? Maybe a little bit. You slept on the wrong
Yeah, my
side of the
nipples
bed, or
are
maybe
acting up.
your balls are acting up.
Yeah.
You woke up on the wrong side
But
of the bed,
I
Matthew?
don't think it's related. I don't think it's related.
Okay. All right. Are we ready?
No. Yes. But
You
Matthew
want to know what
knows
the
this.
most controversial topic is on the internet?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yes, I do.
What do you think it is? Like, if you want to take
I
a
have
guess.
no idea.
You have no
I have
idea.
I've been,
What about you, Spade?
No.
If it's not politics, God, religion, or
none of that.
abortion or something like that,
Nope.
then I don't know what it could be.
It's not. It has nothing to do with politics. It's got nothing to do with religion. It's got nothing to do with God. It is literally. It's It's going to sound like I'm making this shit up. Wait till I tell you what it is. It's so controversial, you don't even fucking know it because you play on one side.
I'm really interested now. I'm really interested.
You got nothing, huh? No, you're not even going to take a guess?
No.
Wait, can I ask one question?
Sure.
On like a global level, is it of any importance?
Yes.
Or is it like a problem that people that are living in wealthy countries are making for themselves?
On a global level, it's a problem. Now, I wouldn't say it affects the global environment, but it's a big one. So much so that some countries even make it illegal. So, yeah.
You know,
Nothing?
No, it's not
I mean,
abortion. So I know
Chad
I
has
got
some
nothing.
great ideas.
No, Chad's got fucking terrible. I bet you we could sit here for fucking 5 hours and nobody would guess this. And when I tell you, you're gonna be like, really? When I tell you, you're gonna be like, really? Really?
Is this hominin? Is this had hominin?
No.
Is it or no?
It ain't got shit to do with people.
Oh, it has nothing to do with people.
Well,
indirectly.
It's kind of got to do with people.
Oh, jeez. All right, what do you guys have to spit it out? I mean, we got to start it out.
Someone's got to at least fucking guess. Like, there's got to be something where somebody's got like an idea. Not even chat. It's just nobody's got it.
Is it global warming?
Yes. It's global warming. That is the most controversial topic ever.
Okay, so why do we have sales on Black Friday with electronics and all other stuff, but we don't have sales on food?
Okay, that's
What?
not it. That's not controversial. That's a subject, but that's not controversial.
Controversial would be, why won't they call it African American sales instead of black
Also,
sales?
that is not the question I'm asking you. What is the topic I'm talking about? You got nothing? So just drop it.
It's not politics. It's not money.
No, give us a hint.
Give you another hint. Okay. My opinion? Wait, you want me to give you a hint of my opinion on it? Or do you want me to give you a hint of what it is?
A hint of what it is.
Oh, my opinion. It's not as bad as
what of what it is.
It's not as bad as what you think it is.
Oh, that's good.
How many people in the world would have an opinion because how many people in the world would have an opinion because it's relevant to their situation?
Yes, that's also a good one. I don't think we're helping them at all. I think I'm just going to drop it. I think I'm just going to start off with it, and then we'll leave. Should I start off with that one and make everybody guess the whole stream, and then we'll talk about it? That's what we're going to do.
Yes.
We're going to continue. Yes. So now we're going to talk about Israel. What that lets you think all the way to the end of the stream, and then we'll get there. Israel versus Hamas/Palestine.
And that's it. That was a good stream.
See you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna pull a map real quick. Pull a map. Now, nobody here is Arabic or Islamic, right? Nobody?
No.
Nobody here is Jewish?
That I know of.
Or Israeli? Okay.
Nope. So we have
four different opinions. We have 4 different opinions of people that are not from these regions. Yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, good.
That's correct.
So now what I'm going to do real quick is I want to pull this up. And this is something that kind of sparked my interest. And let's go ahead and do this. Let's pull this up here.
You're right, Lance. Nobody has a real dog in the fight.
Okay. So here we have a lovely image. Now, I understand that Jordan's head is probably over one of these, but I'll just read this. The green is the Arab world. The red is the Israel. The Arabs have 99.6 of the Middle East. Israel has 0.4. The Arabs complain that Israel is occupying their land because 99.6 just isn't enough when your hate for the Jews is the center of your life. Now, I just want to be clear to all the platforms that I am streaming on. This is unbiased. This is not attacking neither side. This is all opinions, and it's not designed to hurt people. It's just the way that we see it as far as common sense. Now, I don't know who wants to take it over from here. I just want to point out that I am colorblind. So I'm assuming that this is green, yeah?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. So what
and
does anybody
then
know?
Israel is red.
I got that. That's why I shot it. If you what is this? Anybody off the top of their head know what is
desert?
This?
That's
Desert.
the Sahara Desert.
Who does that belong to, though?
Huh.
Okay. So it doesn't belong to anybody.
Does it belong to anybody?
I don't know. Whatever. Let's just move forward. So if we're looking at this map, we're not going to read any of this on the side. We're not going to read any of that nonsense because honestly, none of that matters. I'm going to go over why that doesn't matter in a second. Let me speak my opinion, and then you guys can take it from there. So the way that I see it is simple. This is all green. Yeah? Which tells me that over here, they kind of messed up a little bit. Maybe they didn't want Djibouti. But either way, they kind of just left. Actually, Djibouti, we're stationed there. But you look all this, and this is all green. And then you got this little tiny dot in the center. Common sense tells me, without doing any history, without doing any kind of lesson, that either A, they fucked up and they missed it, B, they lost it, or C, they kind of just said we're gonna let them have it because we got all this. That's what Mike Spade. It is not your turn. When it is your turn, I will let you know. So my mind tells me, forget Israel, forget Arab, forget Palestine. Just look at the map. You're kind of lucky you even got that 0.4%. Because looking at this, it does not belong to you. It's the same thing. Stand by now. It's the same thing when you look at this and you say, that's Amazon. Don't look at that. That's not it. It's the same thing when you look at this and you say, that's also Amazon. It's the same thing when you look at this. This is going to have to work. Where, okay, you've got like little specks of shit here. In the corner, you got these little floating things. Those are called islands. And those are just kind of, they don't always belong to America. They're just like floating pieces of land. But, see, the Europeans, let me give everybody a history lesson. The Europeans came over here, and this all belonged to Native Americans. And then the Europeans came over, and they took all of this, and then they just named them random shit. And then they just kind of sprinkled the Indians wherever they wanted to go. Now, the way that I see it is Israel versus the Arab nation is no different than America versus the Native Americans. Am I saying that it's okay? War is war. But with that being said, the funny thing is that map that I just showed you with the little red spot being Israel, the argument is defending Israel, saying that Israel should be able to have that because the rest is all this. But if I want to take you back over, because it wasn't always yours, but even if it was, it doesn't matter. I want to take you back over. You think you're going to be able to stop all those nations? Good luck. Okay, opinions, hit it. Talk about the map. Talk about the map. The talking point. Nobody?
Kind of have to.
Why did we create Israel?
Okay, let's.
You got
Matthew, you go first.
Start from
I'll moderate. I'll moderate. Matthew, you go first.
Well, I kind of have to agree a little bit with the map. Why? Why is it so important, that one little bit? Then again, that's not political, that's religious, because of the Temple Mount, because that's Jews and the other guy. So it's a holy place for both of them, and that's where all of this thing started, and that's why it's still going on, in my opinion.
Okay, you have to talk about the map. They're not talking about religion. Arab is not a religion. It's an area. Arabic is Middle Eastern or North Africa. Right? They're not talking about Muslim versus Jewish. They're talking about Arab versus Israel. I think it's a terrible argument. Now, if you were talking about Islam, but now you can't circle all those countries and say Islam because there's a lot of Catholics in all of those. Now, obviously, is Islam going to make up a majority of that country? Absolutely. It's not the point, though. The map says Arab. I mean, I can bring it back up if you like, but it says Arab countries. It does not say, it's not religious based. Let me pull that back up so you could see it. It's pretty clear what they're saying.
Arab world,
but they're making. Go ahead.
They're making in that statement. They're making a distinction between Arab world and Israel. Or am I seeing that wrong?
No, you're right, but nothing about religion.
Right.
No. Yeah.
It's the type of people.
I just went off topic, maybe off topic, because that's what the entire reason for all this war and all this thing is about, in my opinion. So, but the map, if they want to take it over, who's going to stop them?
Look, if you're in the center,
this was always bound to happen.
Okay, Spade.
You have to go back and realize, why was Israel created? It was created right after World War II to put the Jews somewhere because they were being exterminated by the Nazis, right? So they all agreed, like, oh, hey, your Holy Land is over there. Let's just throw you down there. And that's all the fault of the UK, because they were the ones that had control over the Palestinian territory over there. And because of that, they said, oh, we'll just give this little piece right here. No one's going to care about it. We'll just give this little piece right here. We'll give it to them and create this new country called Israel. And that's where all the problems started, because right after it was said that this is a new country called Israel, the Palestinians said, no, my friend, and went after them. It was all the UN. It started off with the UK, and then the UN agreed. And so did the US.
Jordan, any opinion?
But if you remove the importance of the religious things that are there, would they still fight over it? That's what I'm wondering, because it's a very small piece of land. So if you remove the significance of it, I think nobody would care. That's the problem. It's based on land, but it's based because it has those religious meanings behind it, and that's the catalyst for it all. They all want it just for that simple reason. It's not the land per se; it's the significance of that land.
Okay,
and Spade is right in that sense. It was given. Problem is you're giving something that wasn't really yours to begin with to other people.
Okay.
Well, yes and no, because the UK was controlling Palestine at that point. They had that agreement that they were in that country, and then their lease expired, so they said we'll give it to them instead.
Okay.
On the other hand, if somebody says to you, the government says to you, or something of authority says to you, oh, we're going to put some people in your backyard, and they're going to be camping there. That's not theirs. You're not going to like it either.
True. Agreed.
So
okay, so if my point is this, and I stand by this with the God situation, because that's what it comes down to, is God. They're Allah or Messiah or Jesus, whatever. If we're coming down to religion, if the argument is that when you die, God will choose the place for the Jews to go, what the fuck are you worried about the land for? Jews exist in Gaza Strip, right? They exist.
Yes.
They're there.
Yes.
You know? There's Jews in America, right? There's Jews everywhere else. Why do you need a country?
Again, and that was because of World War I and World War II. They said because
there are no
World
Jews
War
in Gaza.
Was,
what? Who? Where? How you get that, Stan? How you get that? There are no Jews in Gaza.
Yeah, so then why are they fighting if there's no Jews there?
I don't know.
Wouldn't there be Jews?
There's Jews in Gaza Strip. He's reading too much news or something. Go ahead, continue. Just you guys keep going.
And there are Jews in Gaza. I just recently read an article
I'm
about.
reading it right now on the JewishVirtualLibrary.org. Yeah, 18% of Gaza Strip is Jews.
So what does that tell you, though?
I don't know. I don't know where you're getting that information from. There's approximately 162,000 Jewish people living in the Gaza Strip. Where did you read that they don't exist there? Yo, people in the fucking news. I don't know. I mean, I could. Let me just. I'm not. I don't want to get too distracted. Here's a link that's giving you a rundown of where the Jews are in. There's 1.1 million as of 2022 in Gaza Strip. That's a lot of fucking Jews. I don't know. I don't know where you get that there's none there. They even talk about it on the news that they're there. Live in the West Bank and Gaza. No, it's 214,000. It's 1.1 million population. I don't know where you heard that there's none that live there. So anyway, let's keep moving. So if they live there and they coexist in an area that is hostile towards the rest of Israel, I don't understand the problem. And apparently people are losing their jobs, like Candace Owens. You guys heard about this, Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro. She sides with Palestine. He said, listen, I don't like that because I'm Jewish. Stop that. You got to knock that off. She said, why don't you fire me? I'm not going to fire. You got to quit. I don't want to quit. I side with Palestine. There's a lot of controversy over this. Not as much as my original topic, but I think my topic's better than that. But we're going to continue this because apparently I found out recently that I have more followers that are Muslim than I do that are Jewish. And they're all over my Facebook and YouTube. I have a lot of Muslim followers. I can make a really terrible Jewish joke right now, but I'm going to back off. I'm just going to back off from my own sanity. All I'm saying is that Muslims got money to spend. That's it. That is where I'm going to leave that. It's going to move forward. So, taking over. How is it different between Israel and the Arab world? Pay attention now to America, to the Native American world. How is it any different?
It's not. It's exactly the same.
No, it's not. The
Why
only
so?
way you know a lot more about the conflict between Israel and the Arab world is because Israel has more financial means than the native Indians.
Yeah, but the same exact thing is happening. The Western,
Yeah, but you don't.
the
When
Eastern
is
world.
the last time you heard something from the reservations or whatever, or Israel?
Well, that's because right, but that's because the U.S. agreed with the natives and said, okay, this is yours, this is yours, this is yours. Are we all happy? Okay, good, and that was it.
Well, they're not.
They
but
settled it.
they just kind of shut
Well,
up.
they're not, but that was
You can be more
right. But they
vocal. You can be more vocal when you have more money behind you. And Israel, in this case, has a lot more financial means to get everyone riled
right.
up behind them.
I will agree with that
Well,
because it's all about the dollar, right? It's all about the money, right? It's always been
100%.
about that.
So there's no. So we can agree that there's no difference between America being taken up, the Americas taken over by Europeans versus the Arabs taking over Israel. That's where we're all.
No, isn't it the other way around? Israel taking over the Arab land?
No,
they want to kick Israel
No,
out.
no, the other way. If you're looking at landmass, right? If we look at landmass alone, you kind of, God, bro, you kind of don't belong. If you have a full black dress on or a black suit and you got a big blob of mustard right on your top, what do you do with the mustard? You take off the suit top and find a new one or put on a new outfit, right? I think it's time for the Jews to find a new home. I'm just.
That's putting it nicely.
I don't understand why you got to be there. Like, if the argument is Holy Land, when you die, you shall go. So what we do while we're here is just a trip, right? What you do while you're here is just a trip. Why are you so concerned with it? And why are other countries getting involved? And why do you, when you watch the news, they only talk bad about Gaza Strip? They don't talk about those people that were treated well as prisoners. And they have their own YouTube, and they were one of the hostages. And they talk about it. And they're Jewish. So what is that, a one-off? How come you don't talk about that? Why? Because it doesn't fit your narrative? You only hear bad about it, bro. You only hear bad. You don't ever hear anything good.
No, because nobody wants to click on anything that's good. Oh, there was a Palestinian hanging out with a Jew at a coffee shop having coffee. No one's going to hear about that story. No one cares about that story. But when you
also
twist
easier
it,
to explain.
But is it really the everyday people? Is it really the everyday people that just go there and work together and stuff that have a problem, or is it higher up that has a problem? The extremists. Because there's a lot of pressure on both sides to get rid of the other side.
You guys, I'm not going to share that image that I shared with you, and you don't check vocals, Spade. But there's an image that is circulating. Oh God! You saying no? Don't say it. Yeah, that's rough.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
I don't think there's only one platform I could cover that on, and that ain't on either of the ones that I'm streaming on. All I'm saying,
Tippy toe.
Yeah, no. All right, let's go backwards in time for a second. Let's go backwards. Oh, so in the 1940s, there was a gentleman that existed, and his sole mission was to eradicate a certain Hitler. Right? His mission. His goal, well, that was not his goal. If you do a little bit of research, that was just a subcategory of what my goal is. It's just that's on the way there. And it wasn't just Jews; it was blacks, anything that was not of what he believed. Okay, blacks, whites, but a vast majority were Jewish. What's the difference? What's the difference of what Israel is trying to do to Gaza Strip versus what Hitler was trying to do to the Jews? They're trying to eliminate them, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What's the difference?
The only difference is
taking children, taking elderly, what's the difference?
The motivation behind it. That's the only
Of the
thing.
religious land. It goes back to the religious land.
Yeah.
Which is
I
a
was
belief.
gonna go
right?
back to that.
Which is a belief, right?
I believe. Yes.
Which is what Hitler believed was to get rid of the Jews, which is also belief. So it comes down to beliefs. That's what it is.
Yes.
So who's to say
so.
who's right and what's wrong? Who decides which is the right way?
Oh, the majority.
The majority of what? The people in the country?
No. The majority of the population. And most
Of
Western
the
countries are
world.
siding with
You're saying as a
Israel.
whole.
Yes. Yes.
But
Or
then
they're at
everybody
least
sides with
trying to.
Israel. Everybody. Trump. Everybody sides with Israel. Everybody.
The most
Why is
powerful
that?
ones.
Because they clearly made out, like Spade said, there is no in between. So you make a bad guy and you make a good guy, and we all dubbed Israel as the good guy. So now we move along.
Why do
And
you
everyone's
dub
on
good?
board.
Why do you dub Israel as the good guy?
Underdog.
idea.
It's the underdog story. Everyone loves an underdog.
No,
story.
but
They want
Israel
the
would be
small-
no. Hamas would be the underdog.
size-wise,
Oh, yeah,
because
Arab
the
world.
Arab countries
Yeah,
have
then he
this
has a
big.
point.
Okay,
this
all right,
big
okay, I
section.
get it. So land mass. Okay.
Yeah.
But don't you think before people make a judgment as to who's right? I don't even know why people are worried about this, to be honest with you. I honestly could give a shit. I honestly, I take no sides. I really don't. I don't side with either. But if I had to pick a side, like if I was to look at that and say, let's put money on this. You have all this land, and you have this land. Ha! I don't want to lose money, so I'm going to go with the person that I know is going to win. Just like if you see a horse, and you know that horse has raced 55 times, and you know that horse is bigger, faster, stronger, better than... let me just finish this real quick before people attack me. If you know that horse is going to win, and that's got a 3-1 odds, you know you're going to bet on that horse because it's going to win. I'm just putting this out there for everybody to let this sink in. This is going to hit people in the heart. Now, before you say anything, okay, I want to point this out because now we're going to get sensitive. Before you say anything, I have this out just for you. This is real. I'm going to put this on the screen right here, and I want people to read this because my opinion directly associates with this. So I'm just going to just leave that there for a second so you can see this.
Yep.
Okay, so I was there. I was there physically. Now, if they can attack America as a nation and not give a shit and not care, what makes you think they're worried about Israel? You attacked, at that time, argumentably, the most powerful nation in the world and brought us to our knees. It was devastating, not only for America, but the whole world. And
But it wasn't the full thing. It was just, but it was only a faction. It wasn't even all of them.
It's
it
not
was just
that,
one.
But that's
faction.
my point. Is
yeah.
If
I'm
that
making
happened
it more
to
severe.
America, that happened to America, and that brought America as a whole to its knees. What do you think they're going to do to Israel? You're that small, and you're surrounded by them.
Are they worried about Israel, or are they worried about getting the USA involved and a majority of the other world countries rallying behind Israel?
If America gets involved in this, let's just say Trump wins 2024. He's going to get involved in this. I know that he is. And he sides with Israel. I do not think that is intelligent. There's a lot of countries there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of factions. There's a lot going on right there. And you're going to say, we're going to pick out that pin dot and help them out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
So
American
why?
soldiers that are going to die over
Ooh,
something that we have nothing to do with.
again.
That plays very close to my heart. And I think that that is ridiculous. If they want to take it over, I'm not going to say Israel got that nice bubble. You seen that bubble? The bubble, the Iron Maiden defense system, how missiles, I've never seen no shit like that, where they just go somewhere else. It's like a Star Wars force field. It's just,
Bounce off.
things are just, it's just like a rocket, it just redirects, it just goes somewhere else. That's nice. That ain't going to stop ground forces, though. I could tell you that. And if all those countries got together, I don't think we're going to be having this conversation in 5 years. That's going to kind of end. And now that it's this big,
So what do you think has stopped them so far? The threat of global war?
why they haven't done, I don't know. That's a good question. That's a better question. Is why have they not got together and done it? I mean, we know how Iraq feels. We know how Iran feels. They side with Hamas.
Huh?
Dude, that's a lot of nations. I'm just saying. Where, can I ask a question? If anybody knows this, where were the Jews before Israel?
Everywhere.
Have they always been there? Like always?
No. I think they were more scattered. No?
Yeah. Weren't they like
Where did they
nomadic?
originate from? Egypt or
That's-
Mesopotamia or something?
Isn't it Egypt? I'm pretty sure it's Egypt.
Mesopotamia?
I don't know. It can't be that specific. Is it really that little tiny thing? Is that really it? Nobody knows. Nobody knows in chat either. They just care about what's happening right now. Nobody gives a shit about the history.
Descended from the southern Israelite
rooted
kingdom of Judah.
Of where Gouda?
Judaism
The cheese?
dates back more than 3,500 years. This religion is rooted in the ancient Near Eastern region of Canaan, or Canaan, which today constitutes Israel and the Palestinian territories. So it came from that.
So that's where it is. That's it.
That's the origin. I mean, they've been scattered for.
Then I think that, okay, then here, my position's going to change. I think the Jews should have it. But I'm going to say this. Don't be upset when they come and take it over. That's all I'm saying. Hey, look, war is war. All is fair in love and war. It doesn't matter. Every war from World War I has religion based in it. You name it. You pick a war. Vietnam War, it's all based off of religion. This is no different. This is just more so religion, but they all have religion involved. Even Korean War. They all have religion involved. And then fine, the Jews can have it. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to take it over.
If they wanted to,
And is it
forcefully.
then the job of? Yeah, and is it then the jobs of the other wealthy Western countries to step in?
See, but then the question is, what do they have to
Because
gain?
I don't think it's our job. How is it our job?
No, but there has to be a gain for those other countries. What is it?
Of course.
Like those poor Jews, or is there monetary gain? There has to be a gain somewhere for those other countries to side with the Jews, or still an apology from what happened.
Israel have that helps out the rest of the world? Like what do they have? What major resource that you can't get anywhere else? They got something?
Nothing.
I think it's more along the lines that maybe in other countries they have, well, very rich friends, and those rich friends say, but I don't like that. You guys have to do something, or I pull the plug on, let's say, X amount of companies that I have here, and then I'll move my company somewhere else. That's influence, and that influence is probably scattered all around the world.
Yeah.
If you
Money
money talks.
And
So
influence
you can
behind the
push.
scenes. If you wouldn't take the Jews out of the diamond trade in Antwerp, ooh, no more diamond trade. Banking, same thing.
Hmm. So it's always money, like I said before.
Precious, precious metals behind the scenes. They run a lot of stuff.
So who do you think it belongs to? Nobody answered the question. Israel or Palestine?
The ones that can prove
See,
that they've been there the longest.
But if that's the case, then let's say the Native
no.
Americans can say we've been here longer
Yes.
than the Europeans came when they created
Yeah.
the Americas, when they created the
Yep.
US. You can't say
Yep.
that anymore. It's whoever's occupying it now. And
Yeah.
before 1948 or something like that, when Israel was created, before that it was Palestinian. So
Hmm.
But that's
you have to
squatting.
go with
So if you
Yeah.
come home to again, if you come home tomorrow and somebody is in your house, you go, oh yeah, he occupies it now. Let me find another apartment
No,
because that's
not
only
only
fair.
that,
but
it's
Matthew, they were
the
there for
the
200
best thing to
years.
compare it to.
If that's the case, they were
No,
squatting for 200 years.
no, it's more like I go to Jay's house. I have a tree. I plant it in his front yard, and it's like this is now my land. And then Jay goes, "Oh no, this isn't yours." Yeah, Spade said I could plant this tree. This is now mine. That's
Yeah,
exactly what happened.
that's yes. That's exactly what's happening right now.
Yeah,
Because the
Spade gave it to me.
Palestinians were
It's now
there,
mine.
and then all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, let's put these Israelis or the Jews over there," and then that's what happened. And this is why that war started. Since it's almost 100 years that they're going at this. It's 80 years.
It's
So
So
longer
the
than
Chinese
that.
take
I mean,
over.
it's
The
longer
Chinese
than
take
that.
over
If you
America.
really want to get into what's happening right now, it's the Battle of Yom Kippur. Like that's what it right
right,
now is. That's what that's over. That's not the Holy Land per se. That goes back hundreds, thousands of years. Right. That's if you base it mere off of. I don't even think it has a basis. It's just the war. Whoever wins wins. That's it. Like it's the same thing with Ukraine and Russia. It's whoever wins wins. I don't know what the problem is. People got to take sides. They got to say who's wrong. Let them go. Don't get any other country involved. Don't get America to get lost lives. Don't bring Belgians over, Norwegian, Army of Five. Don't bring anybody into this. This is your problem. You fight it out.
handle.
It's no different than me and let's say Jorn. We're arguing. He wants to throw hands behind 7-Eleven. Everybody's watching. Some people root for Jorn. Some people root for me. We fight one-on-one. Whoever wins, wins. That's it. That's the fight. Let's go. That's it.
But then
It's-
you and well, in this scenario, I would lose. Can go. Okay, followers that were behind me, let's attack Jay altogether. Now we're 10 people in.
Yeah, that ain't
fighting
gonna
just
work.
You.
That ain't gonna work. No.
That's not fair.
Yeah, do it like they did in Troy with Brad Pitt, where he fights the big Greek dude. Look, instead of all these lives being lost, all these lives, you take your best, I'll take mine. And that wasn't even his army, by the way. You take your best, I'll take mine, and then he subcontract to Achilles, and then one kill, give this to your leader. That's it. Just let those whatever, Hamas and Israel, let them fight. But did you see the video of the Israelis shooting at the hospital? You saw that? And then Hamas was like, there's nobody in there shooting anything. I don't know why they're shooting at them. Of course, the news is just showing that, that there's some kind of gunfire. Meanwhile, it's the Israelites on the other side. It's just shooting
Because they had
at
to
each
they had to
other,
fabricate
friendly
it to make
fire.
it look.
That's
Yeah.
okay, but there's nobody in that hospital shooting at you, and those people have no. Even Biden stepped in. He said, "Stop that! You can't. Don't do that. Don't shoot at the hospital." But nobody cares about that because now we're just throwing the rules out. Shouldn't be shooting at hospitals. You got people in the hospitals in Hamas that are not a threat, that are, kids and old people giving birth and babies are dying because they don't have the machines to turn on the power. Then
but
Israel
then
said,
again, you
well, we're
shouldn't
giving
put
them
the,
gas. And then the Hamas was like, that gas is going to last 35 minutes for this whole hospital. It's not going to work.
but then you shouldn't put your soldiers or whatever or inside of a school or inside of a hospital
Who says that
and
there's
then
soldiers in
claim,
there?
oh,
The news? Are you
it's
there?
a common tactic.
Yeah, but are you
We've
there?
seen it over here as well.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but are you there? Can you confirm 100% that there is
Oh,
Hamas in there shooting at the Israelites?
no.
Nope.
No, you cannot. You're
But we
taking the
can't
word
confirm that
of the
news
news.
lies a lot.
Yeah, you're taking word of the news that that's happening. Unless you know somebody in that hospital that's got a cell phone and they're dropping text messages and pin drops and showing other Hamas in there shooting. I'm not hearing that. I've been in conflict. I've been in urban conflict. I've seen snipers in hospitals. So look, show me a video of it happening. Show me, news.
Wait,
You're saying
my
it's
pers-
happening. Zoom in on a dude with your macro lens or your super telescopic and show me a sniper in that hospital. Show me. Oh, you can't. You don't want to get too close. I got it. Okay. Meanwhile, in Vietnam, you got people next to each other getting shot and shit. But you can't take your lens and zoom in on that hospital to show us? Nah, bro, I'm not feeling that. News is bullshit, man. It's bullshit.
Well, it is becoming a war of retaliation, right? And if you keep it going long enough, neither party will know whatever it started about or when it started, what happened. It's just retaliation upon retaliation and that can go on forever until there's no more people left.
It's a tit for tat. You do me and I do you. That's it. They're going back and
Yeah,
forth on it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
What
religious
is-
based.
That's been going on for a long time.
It's religion based and also an economic thing. That's it. It
I don't know
starts
about
off as
economics.
religion.
How does it got
It
anything to
is.
do with economics?
Because it's like what Jordan said, right? He said that if Israel doesn't have anything that gives to the world, the only thing that they give is that the Jewish people have a lot of money. So if I need funding for something, oh, I'm going to take your side just to help you out. That's the economic portion of it. But the deep down thing about it is that it's all about religion. It's always been about religion, but money is what's the catalyst that's causing everybody to take sides. It's the only reason.
You know,
If money wasn't a
if you're
factor-
reading people in chat are saying, oh, you know, it's the Mosque Command Center. Says who? Yeah, just like when 9/11 happened. See, I remember this like yesterday because I was there, okay? So many different factions were like, we did it. We did it. Everybody wanted responsibility for it. So even if Hamas came out and said, yeah, we have a command center there, how do you know it's true? Have you physically seen it? No, you have not. You're taking the word of somebody on TV with a microphone in their face saying this is what it is. How do you know? They haven't even confirmed it. Nobody knows. So, but even, you know,
That's the same thing with the bombing of the hospital that started it all.
Yes, yeah.
They've not yet confirmed who did it because Hamas blames Israel, Israel blames Hamas, and then there's a third party that said there
that's
were
that whole
jihadis
propaganda
or
shit,
whatever.
right? Where you bomb your own
Yeah.
shit and then you blame it on the other one just to make yourself have a reason to go do something. That's what I'm saying. You can't just take what it is on the news and take that for gospel.
No, news is always going to
A
be
lot of
skewed.
people said the same about the World Trade Center, and that was Americans.
Yep.
Still do.
Which bike you taking out?
New one.
Okay. Yeah, well, World Trade's the first bombing. Everybody was like, yeah, it's a terrorist. Dude, it was a guy that fucking drove in a U-Haul with fertilizer to blow up one of that's the first one.
Oh,
Baker
that was
said
back in
blew up
93.
like the World Trade. Yeah, in 1996, I think, or something. You know, this is what I'm saying. How do you know what you see on the news is real? I mean, Trump said it best: fake news, man. It's all
I agree.
bullshit. They're just telling
Yeah,
you They want you to pick a side. And it's pretty
They
clear
show
what
you
side
what-
they want you to pick.
News shows you what they
It's
want
all
you to
one-sided.
believe.
Yeah. Well, the same could be said about history.
Written by the
Exactly.
one who
so you
wins,
have
not
one
the
side.
loser.
That's not true. Where do people get that the winners write history?
No, I'm just saying if you
You
if
think
you
the news
did
is
do-
history?
so
You think the news are winners? Because they're writing history right now.
No, they try to
Well,
influence people. That's the difference.
Yes.
They're not
Yeah,
writing.
but when
it.
you influence somebody and they do what you influence them to do, with your philosophy, they're the winners. Do you know who won the Iraq-Iran war? Does anybody know who won that war?
I didn't even think there was a winner. I didn't think there was a winner.
No, there wasn't. There was no winner. None. So who wrote that history?
It was a stalemate.
Well, who wrote it?
didn't
There's
write
no
it.
winner.
But they picked the Muslims as the evil people, and that they're blaming everything on them. So it's not that they won.
Okay,
per
you're not
se,
answering my
but
question.
they
Stay focused
painted a
here. Stay
picture.
focused, dickhead. Iraq-Iran war. It's a war. It's a war. War. People are dying. There's no winner. Who wrote it? Facts? That's the answer, right? But someone had to still write it.
True. So whatever the most Western countries aligned with, that's probably the winner, and then the media broadcasted it. Probably something like that.
I don't know if history is written by winners. I'm just saying that if they're at war, okay, you got a little piece of land going at it. All I'm saying is you are surrounded by. Does anybody know who General Custer is?
Yes.
What happened with him when he got surrounded?
Didn't
He
give up?
died. Wait.
Oh, yeah. He got
died,
fucked up.
right?
All the Indians
Yeah.
banded together. He got fucked up. Like you got.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, and they say history is bound to repeat itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're surrounded.
Yeah, they say that.
You surrounded.
You gotta get
All those Arabs, let's just say, are Native American Indians, and all the tribes got together. Uh-oh.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
With only one small difference is now with the use of media, you're trying to align all the other wealthy countries behind you and fight all other Arab countries to defend that one piece of land. The Native Americans didn't have backup. There was nobody to fall back onto to defend them.
But Jay, do you really believe that, like, if there's a winner and a loser, the winner isn't going to try to embellish that they were the good guys and make it worse for the people they like in the 40s?
Yes, but see, it'll take some years before they can change
Thanks,
around the
Jay.
story a little bit.
Thanks, Jay. He was asking me.
You're welcome.
But anytime. Ask me the question again. So let's try this one more time. Go ahead.
To get your mindset about what you just said about not winners and losers, and so do you not think that like in the 40s or whatever, the country or the part that wins are going to portray themselves more heroic, and the loser is going to be portrayed more of a villain or evil in history?
Well, put it like this. Look at Hitler versus Stalin. Who has a bigger name? Who
Hitler.
has a bigger name? Hitler,
Hitler.
right?
Hitler, yeah.
Who killed more?
Who killed the most amount of people?
Stalin.
Right.
Hmm?
So you pick and choose what you want to be the villain. And then you got the anti-hero. Look, I'm not saying that Israel doesn't belong there. That's not what I'm saying. That's not the argument. The argument is right now the Israel versus Hamas. If Hamas wins, where are the Jews going to go? If they have it up to them, they're going to... I'm sure they want the whole thing. Where are you gonna go?
I don't think it's gonna get that far.
So you think Israel gonna win? That's what you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they come down to a peace treaty.
No,
Now they had that already.
I fear Jay is
why.
right.
What?
I fear Jay is right. If you look at history, I think that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna
Is if you
escalate,
take them
and
out and you clearly wipe them out, you gonna piss off all those other nations. And
yeah.
well,
Oh,
if you thought you had a problem with one little place bombing you,
Imagine all the big ones.
And Israel has nuclear capabilities, right?
you don't think that Iraq does?
Oh,
Why does everyone
surely
always
they
bring that up? Everyone has nuclear. Everyone has nuclear. Regardless of what they say, everyone has nuclear weapons, and they're just all afraid to use it. They just use it as a threat.
So you only need one person that's not afraid of losing everything, or that has nothing left to lose, and push the
Right.
button.
And who's to say that somebody doesn't come in, bombs the place, takes out everyone in that instance, and now you have an empty piece of land, and they're going to walk in and say, "This is mine now."
Like I just imagine tactically, all these nations have tanks. Right? Like the newest, everybody thinks everybody got tanks from World War II. No, keep digging. Russia got some great tanks, new great tanks, fast, powerful. Just go back to land war, and every nation around you has tanks coming in. I'm just saying that.
Oh, you're dumb.
That's not going to have a good outcome.
Dumb.
I don't care who's going to help you out. You looking at that map that you saw there, where it's all green, you got that little red dot. You don't even have to fire anything. Everybody gets together and just drives through.
Meet in the middle.
Yeah, it becomes even smaller because they have access through the Gaza Strip.
Yeah. You just kind of.
Just go.
Go with your back to the water. That's about it.
It's not good.
No.
But
Like
you can't say it's Hamas's fault. You can't say it's Israel's fault because they bomb each other back and forth. Right? You're shooting missiles over here, shooting missiles over there, we're shooting missiles over here, over there. Okay. So we're you're killing kids, they're killing kids. It's just kind of okay. Just go to war. Again. And see who wins. But even if you have people that win, you still gonna have the other side that's gonna have your outcasts.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no support
Should go
from
back,
the
like
outside
you said.
world. A fair fight.
Yeah, like you said,
Okay.
should go back to here's a huge field. That's side A. That's side B. No civilians in the vicinity, and just go have at it. An old school battlefield.
Okay, I'm gonna comment something on this. David, I know you got thick skin. I take that personally. You said Israel has the might of the United States. And how many American soldiers that signed up for our freedom, to protect our freedom, that are going to die on the cost of what another country has? Why does that make it okay? Because that's like a kid that talks shit in school, but he got a bigger brother that's going to beat up all the kids that say something to him. That's not cool, man. So you relying on somebody more powerful to help you out, and you get to say all the shit that you want to say? There's a word for that. I don't know. I honestly don't know what that word is. An antagonizer? No, that's not it, because there's no guarantee you'll win. But that's not nice. Not at all. And I don't think America should get involved. That's not our fight at all. Just like Vietnam was not our fight at all. It's like Korea was not our fight at all. Just like World War II was not our fight at all. Well, to some extent.
In the beginning.
Yeah, with Japan, yes. Germany, no. FDR said, "Look, I don't want anything to do with this. We're good. We're all right. You deal with that. Like it doesn't matter if it's a fact. You have innocent Americans dying because of somebody else's decision. It's one thing when you sign up and a president says, "Okay, we're attacked. Go defend." Now you're on the offensive because of what somebody else did. Anybody that served can understand what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If you have not served, then you don't get my point. Until you have someone die next to you in a barrel or get shot in their face, you'll have a different opinion of that.
If they would have stayed out of Pearl Harbor, might have ended up completely differently.
Yeah, you attacked us.
Yeah.
You didn't even poke.
So we.
Yeah.
You just.
Which was.
I don't know.
Strategically.
I agree with completely. Not even doing anything, not even sending shit, because sending food, tanks, weapons, whatever. That's still taking sides. Just butt out. Just have nothing to do with you. Just same with the Ukraine. You guys want to fight? Have fun. Just don't send anything, because the moment you send something to one party or the other, you're taking sides, and now you're involved. Even though you don't send troops, just butt out. It's not our fight.
Do you realize how quick wars would be over if no one else got involved? World War II would have been like, what was that? 6 months? He had half of Europe. I'm done. You just kept pushing, though. You just had to keep going. I get it. But you kept going because other countries were helping. America was helping.
Mm-hmm.
If America stayed out of this, I feel like a lot of people would not be speaking English right now.
German. Wouldn't be Europe either. Right. It would be Third Reich.
It would have been big enough to be the sixth.
That's what he wanted to name all of Europe when he took it over, was the Third Reich. It would still be Europe. Reich.
Yes. No.
He wanted to rename it that?
Called that? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Third Reich.
I didn't know that.
Oh, we wouldn't have been here. I'm dark hair, dark eyes. No. I wouldn't be in this tree. None of them.
Wait, because but that's a misconception.
That is a misconception, but that was the ultimate goal. It was misunderstood, but it was into
Can you say the word on here, Jay? The type of people they were. Can you say the word on here? No.
No, probably not.
Well, but the ideal, that's okay, right? The ideal they were after actually had nothing to do with skin color.
No,
wasn't it blonde blue eyes?
It was measurements, ideal measurements, and heritage. Was it true, or what? At least what I read about it, was it the true form they were after?
So let them fight, right? Let them fight and see who wins. No,
but then
because there's other countries involved. Is Belgium involved in this at all?
Not yet, but the Ukraine thing they are. But that kind of also depends on what you mean with involved, because from my point of view, once you start
helping out aside,
whatever, you're involved.
Helping out aside, that's what I consider involved. If your name is in the hat, you're involved.
Money-wise, I think we already sent money.
Is there any nations aside from Arab nations that are supporting Hamas?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
None?
because
I don't think so.
that that would have
Got to be
mean
at
that
least one,
your
right?
nation stands up and says, "Oh, we're in full support of a presumably deemed terrorist organization." I don't think anyone has that spokesperson that's willing to go on the news and tell that.
Only Muslim countries like Turkey, Qatar, Iran.
No, you're wrong. Argentina, Brazil, China, India, Indonesia, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, and Turkey.
Oops.
Huh.
And they've
And
openly
some of
spoken
those
about this?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just look up G20 Palestine. Gaza Strip.
It's weird that that is not in the news.
I wonder why, Jorn.
Yeah.
Go figure.
That's two big ones. China and Russia?
Turkey, too.
Next problem you have is who's gonna enforce no country aiding them either side of them.
However, some EU countries, including Germany, Denmark, and Sweden, have temporarily suspended their aid to Gaza as a response to the Hamas attacks. So Germany, Denmark, and Sweden are on Israel's side.
Hamas really did
Yeah,
start it.
that I'm aware of, Stan. Russia's against Israel because Israel was for Ukraine. Yeah. And then that will also cause turmoil because you have that war there, and anybody that sided with Russia, because there's a lot of Jews in Ukraine. So now, oh God, anybody that was on Russia's side is going to be for Hamas. So that means Russia, North Korea, China. You might be looking at like the start of World War III here. You got Ukraine going on, Russia, you got Israel, Palestine. Oh,
What's
man.
next?
I don't know. If
Russia
you see a third one break out, we got some shit's about to pop off. I think America should just hang out, kill deer, do what white people do. You know, just barbecue and just
I agree.
just, you know, eat some chips, just watch it all on the boob tube.
And I don't think you have anything to worry about. You have this strong generation that's just going to say no when they get drafted. So it's going to be fine.
Yeah, you got China versus Taiwan. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. And then what happens when you spread yourself too thin? Now America starts helping out all these people, sending troops. Now what?
China's knocking at the front door. Hello.
Yeah, I mean, you got people all over. And that was the thing in World War II. We had so little land support here because we were all over Europe and Asia, everywhere. You gotta back up, bro. Let them do what they gotta do. I don't know. I take it personally when the U.S. Army or military gets involved because now we have a
realistically, you guys are going to get involved. I hope you're not, but I think you will.
You know what's even a better question? It's going to sound weird. Who makes the weapons? I know I'm not supposed to talk about this, but who makes the weapons that soldiers have in those residing countries? Watch this. Who makes the weapons?
Israeli.
Makes the weapons for Ukraine? The AKs are made in Israel?
No, Russia. Yeah, Russia. But I thought you meant over there. No. Okay, Ukraine.
No. I'm saying, let's use the big one: Russia versus old country. So who makes those weapons? Who makes that ammunition?
Also, Russia probably no.
I would think so. I mean,
Oh.
I'm sure that there's
Well,
people
we've
that
sent
make
ammo.
7.62 rounds, but U.S., France, and Russia. Okay, so now you got a country. Granted, we got weapons. We got stockpiles of weapons that are. They're still using World War II weapons, man. I mean,
Yeah, go around.
You ever seen Lord of War? That could never be truer.
Nicolas Cage.
How you just have warehouses filled with AR-15s or M16s. You just filled. So I'm sure that's not a problem. But what happens when they stop making them? And the war gets so advanced that those don't work no more. Well, I guess we just won.
Ooh. And it's who has the most of them. Stockpile the most.
Who has the most amount of people? China, India, and they're both siding with Hamas.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do the Chinese ever get involved physically? No.
The Chinese could just turn around and say, we're not sending you anything. Imagine a whole country not getting any product that is made in China. Just think about that. China doesn't even have to set foot on, their soldiers have to set foot anywhere. They could just say, we're not importing anything to this country. Now what? Where is that country going to get anything from if everything in this world is made in China now?
Yeah, I know, but just wondering if China ever set foot on, sent soldiers to somewhere else. I don't think so.
I don't even think China makes. I mean, I could be wrong. I didn't know that China made weaponry. Like handguns.
They make everything else today.
I've never heard of a Chinese, and I'm pretty familiar with a lot of assault rifles. I didn't know that China made any. Like,
maybe they make clones, like a Glock, spelled differently.
Made out of 3D print. I don't ABS plastic. I did not know that they made any type of. I mean, it makes sense. I've never heard of anything.
Helmets with their special sticker carbon fiber. Nice protection.
Oh.
This ice scope is full carbon fiber.
Look, when it comes down to it, whoever wins. I don't know if it's obviously it gives people topics. It's very big political debate. I honestly don't side with either. Whatever happens, happens. If that's where the Jews were originally from and they believe that that's theirs, then they have every right to defend it. It's your land. That's fine. And then the argument can be said for the other side that if they want to attack that, they can. It's no different than what America did to Europe. I get it. It's it's still a belief system. You believe that that's yours. I believe that it's mine. Okay, we shall fight and see who wins. And then whoever turns out, that's the thing. I don't think with a lot of these wars, there can be a winner. It will go on forever. Forever.
Keep going. And what's going to happen when you drive them out? They're not going to want to come back to take it back? Yes, they are.
Of course they are.
So then you get the same...
Keep going.
The only way to actually end it is end it. And then that kind of means, kill them all. So there's no one left in that scenario. To claim full winner, then there has to be one side that's completely gone.
Right, but now you're talking genocide, and the world itself is not going to let.
No, we're not talking genocide because it's a conflict. That's not genocide. Then it's two people fighting until there's one man standing. Genocide is one side just killing the other ones without them fighting back.
Yeah, right? But even if you look at genocide in history, when can you ever said that it was fully successful? I don't think any humankind has ever wiped out a full race, ever.
No.
People have tried. They've tried. But
and they've come close to it. But
I mean, before Hitler, right? Attila, he just wiped out whatever. I'm just going to wipe out. I'm just going to... Babies, it don't matter.
Goodbye.
Pregnant women, I'm taking everything with me. and that didn't work. So I don't think that's not in your hands. That's in God's. I'm just putting that out there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a control of that. Good luck, because there's going to be one survivor, and then that's all you need. But then see what the problem is when you have wars like this, it creates riots in this country, because then you have people that are siding, right? It creates riots on Facebook. I know that sounds corny, but it creates riots on Facebook. It creates drama, and then people have to pick a side, and what happened to people just minding their own business?
That's gone. That's
Just
gone.
mind your own
Everybody-
business. And whatever happened to when we were kids, you guys have all heard this: sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. What happened to that? We were taught that as children. As children, we were taught that. Yet people get cold words now and they get offended.
Everybody has to have an opinion, and everybody's opinion has to matter now.
Says who?
Yeah, facts.
The internet.
No,
I'm not saying internet.
You're not getting
and
it, bro.
societal.
We were taught as kids. You guys know this. I don't know about in Belgium, but in America, we were taught this thing: sticks and stones may break your bones, but names will never hurt you.
Yeah.
That does not work anymore.
Nope.
But is it really our generations that are doing the fighting online?
No, but
No.
wouldn't we teach our kids what we learned as kids?
That's
but
the
I don't-
issue.
I don't
It's
see
not
a
being
lot of
taught.
parenting going around.
Agreed. That's the issue. The issue on that part is that the people who learned that sticks and stones will never break their bones, right? They're not teaching that to their kids. They're just telling them, "Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Blah blah blah." That's what they're doing, and because of that, these kids are growing up like my point matters. I'm a winner, even if I'm a loser. You understand? And because of
You're
that,
living in a world.
say what you have to
You're
say.
living in a world where TikTok, and social media has more influence than parents or teachers.
Correct.
So it only takes one dumbass to say something on TikTok and the rest to follow it, and that's more influential than you teaching your kid this or the teacher trying to teach them something. That's not good, and we're gonna see the repercussions of that for a very long time, if we get so far.
The future is fucked. That's all it is.
A combination.
But you think, okay, go back to the original topic. You think Israel going to win? Yes?
I don't think anybody's
Against
going to win.
Gaza?
It's going to keep going.
Against the Gaza state? Yeah.
Yeah, clear it out. And now it's back in Israel's hands.
Not without some serious help. And it's going to take years. That conflict is going to take years.
You think so?
Yes.
If you leave them alone,
If-
the
but we
Gaza
won't.
Strip, that's what, 25 miles long?
But we won't, Matt. You already know this. We're gonna step in, regardless who it is. We're gonna get involved. If we don't get involved, Jay is 100% right. 2 weeks, and there's gonna be a definite winner. But it's not because we're already sending money. We're also already sending guns. That's just
And you got big
prolongs it
countries
and
helping them
prolongs
out,
it.
China and shit.
Yeah.
Yo, you got a problem. Is when you got, look, as much as people may argue this, China's a world power. I don't care what anybody says. They're like in the top 3, 2. One might argue and say top 1. As far as money is concerned, import, export, you win. Like you check that box. So if you're involved in that little 25-mile strip, all you got to do is send all your people there. Like,
Not even that.
look,
just
everybody
7
getting on a
million, and you
boat.
won't
We're
even feel
going.
it.
We're going to the Gaza Strip, everybody. We're taking our 2 million man army. We're just gonna walk in there. Uh-oh.
So they're all going to be like sardines in there. They won't be able to
gonna
aim
be
and
packed.
shoot anything.
Don't even bring guns. Don't worry about it. Just
I mean, even look
But
at what
if we're
China's
talking
doing in
Gaza
America. I hate to
Strip
get off
versus
topic,
Israel?
since you guys keep wanting to get off topic, but like China, what they're doing in America, they're buying land. In Maine,
yeah.
New Hampshire, Vermont. We're just gonna let them come in and just take over half a state? Really?
Farmland? Farmland or?
Yeah. Well, commercial. That's nothing there.
Well, it's capitalistic, right? So if China has the money to come in there and buy, but they're buying the land, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't consider that capitalism. You're not even from here.
Doesn't matter. You can still buy a property from anywhere in the world. You come over here to the U.S. You got the money. I'd like to buy this property. And if they're buying the whole state,
it's not that. No, you just can't do that. I mean, you got this paperwork you got to do. You just can't come over here and just I'll buy this state. It don't work like that. You got to get a visa. You got to get like there's shit you got to do before we just start selling you property, right? It's not like just come one, come all.
Unless you have millions, you don't.
Yeah, no, I that bothers me. Is now you're Biden's just like, yeah, come on in. We got all of Maine that there's like 4 cities that people live in, but everywhere else you can buy. We don't give a shit. What are you gonna build there? I don't know yet. Why don't we just let all the enemies in while we're at it? Just invite everybody and just give them their own state.
And then in X amount of years, the Americans have this piece of land, and the rest
That's
is
what I'm saying.
by
Just
China.
okay. China States of America. That's it.
Yes.
China States of America.
Made in Chusa.
but you know,
I don't understand what the fuck we're doing. Why are we selling that to them? We need that much money that bad?
But if you think about it, they're
kinda
doing
do.
it the right way. Instead of fighting, they're coming in and saying, "Oh, I'd like to buy this. I'd like to buy this. I'd like to buy this." They're doing
I
it
think
the
the
most.
last people we want to go to war with is China. I don't think America cares about going after Russia or anything like that. Hamas, Israel, I don't think they care about that. You don't want to go to war with China, bro. America had a big problem with chips. If you go after China, look, I'm just saying I'm not saying we wouldn't win. It's just that's the last war we want to avoid. I
You're
just
gonna have a
don't
lot
think
of
that's a
military
smart
equipment
war.
that you can't repair, right?
And now you got them taking over states. Oh, man. Oh.
I'm not sure you would even win.
Well, yeah, I mean, considering it's not connected, you have to go, you rely very heavily on our Navy. Very heavily.
Keep in mind, China has their population in check, which the USA is not really united as a whole. I mean, you step out of line there. It's not like here you can just do your fancy protest and have a banner. You don't are allowed to do that. You just disappear.
Yeah, I don't like that. But at the same, well, that's a little bit different. They're just coming in and buying it. Over there in Israel, they're just fighting for it. Yeah. Okay. So you want to move on to the next topic, or you want to keep talking about this? 50 people. What do you want to do?
We can
What-
try
wouldn't
to
it be
change it.
easier to-
I'm kind of happy with the 50.
Wouldn't it be easier to just name that as no man's land and just throw everybody out and just keep it as,
It's never
Like
gonna
it's
work.
just
just a part that nobody claimed. You can't.
Yeah,
do that
nobody can
because
claim
it's
this.
a
This is
religious
Who makes that
significance.
decision? Who's the one that says this is no man's land? That's the question.
everyone sits in a room and figures it out.
Who's everyone?
Yeah, no.
All the political leaders that are involved in this, every single person that's involved in this, sit in one
Just
room and
two
be like,
sides.
guys,
No, that's just realistically. That's
They ain't
only
gonna
two
come up.
sides. Then it's just two sides, right? Israel and Hamas. Just them. We shouldn't get involved. That's not our fight. So that's only them. They're not gonna have a great
But
conversation.
we have
to
gotten
begin with.
involved in every fucking war in the past 100 years. America.
No.
Every war we get involved in. Every one. Even shit that has nothing to do with us. Nothing. And there's no beneficial factor.
No. Because
Zero.
most of the world looks at you guys negatively.
Yeah, and yet we go help them. That makes sense.
I hate you, but come and help me.
Humanitarian reasons.
Trying to see the correlation with hazers there.
I think we just need to stay the fuck out of it. And Biden, if
Yes.
Biden's getting involved, Trump's already speaking on it, siding with Israel. I don't think you should pick a side. Same thing that you didn't like to talk about abortion. I don't think you should pick a side. You got a lot of Muslims in this country. You got a lot of Jews in this country. You got to be careful, man.
Picking a side could be political suicide, right?
Yep.
That kind of depends. If he does a lot of business with China, if China says to Trump, "Yeah, you better back off," I think he would, and change course.
Then it would be better, like Jay said, stay out of it.
Yeah, just don't say anything.
That's the best option for everyone involved. Stay out of it. Don't send
Condemn
anything.
both
No
of them.
money, no food, nothing.
Just
Because
condemn
once you
both
do,
of them.
even for
We don't agree
humanitarian
with what you
reasons.
two are doing here. Finished.
Mhm.
Equally.
The defenders of freedom. Yeah.
The problem with this is that nobody's going to do that. Everyone's going to get involved. You can't just tell a
Yes.
country don't get involved, leave it alone. It's not gonna ever happen. Ever. It will never happen.
Unless you really, if there's a country that actually implements democracy.
What do you mean?
The majority of
Which means, oh, okay, we're thinking about getting involved. You all get the vote. See how many people will vote. Oh, let's go ahead and start that war. Even in America, I think those numbers would be low.
No, I think you're wrong. I think they would vote and say, "Yeah, we should get involved," because everyone today is all about helping other people and making sure, but they're not going to go do it.
Yes, you vote for war, you're automatically in the list, and you're also getting drafted immediately because you can't just go, "Oh, let's go and fight," but you're also getting a rifle and you can get on a plane right away. See how many tough guys would vote then.
Nope, nobody's going to vote at that point.
I
agree, but that's not going to happen either.
But that's mandatory.
Yes, but it's not
but you could see people need to feel the consequences of the things they're sticking behind to. So if you want this conflict, okay, but now you're also gonna have to fight in this conflict.
Yeah, I agree with that. But it goes back to what Jay is saying, that everyone should be accountable for what they say or do, right? So you should be accountable for what you vote for, right? Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Makes sense, but it will never happen. Ever.
No. Because if that means that every single political leader would actually have to follow his citizens or populations on what they believe in, that's never going to work. Because most citizens don't think like corporations do. So you have that conflict.
Do corporations care what citizens do or die?
No, that's just what I'm saying. You would have a completely
different number.
Outlook.
Yeah. All you are is just a number on a piece of spreadsheet that says, you were expendable.
If you're lucky, you're a number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not on that subject. No. They shouldn't vote whether we go into war or not, because they wouldn't be enlisted from. That's. Let's stay out of that one.
No, they just claim mental instability.
Do they really? Do they say that? Do they use that as an excuse?
I'm not going to be drafted because I need to take pills and I'm not fit to be around a gun.
That's the video.
You're talking about that. I thought you were still talking about what Stan was saying.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Oh, here we go.
Yes, sir.
Controversial topic. You ready?
Worse than this one?
Yes. At least what the internet says.
Okay.
So, I've been looking at getting animals. You know, because just want to get an
Okay.
animal in this house. And I say to myself, get an animal, there's this repercussion. You got this that can happen. You got this that can happen. So I start Googling. Boy, do I Google. And I go deep. Now, I brought this topic up before and alive. I think some people didn't like what I said. And I'm going to do it again. But this time, I'm going to take a different side. And I'm actually going to show you something that is quite fascinating. Now, I know what people are going to say. Is that it is unacceptable. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share a video to you. And then we're going to go from here. We shall start right now.
Have you ever thought about declawing your cat or wondered why people did it? Well, you probably know that it's a pretty controversial topic. In fact, in some countries, declawing isn't even legal. However, in the United States, you can still legally declaw your cat as long as it's done with a veterinary professional. You do have to keep in mind, though, that many veterinarians, while they perform this behavior a long time, for many years, don't really do it anymore because of the controversy surrounding it. Thankfully, though, if you are thinking about getting your cat declawed, there are nice procedures as far as compared to before that help control for pain, like local nerve blocks and pre- and post-operative pain control, or pain medication that they give before and after the surgery. The important thing to know about declaw is that it does remove a portion of your cat's finger, essentially. It removes the first digit section right here. And this is one of the reasons that people are opposed to declawing, because it's considered to be a mutilation of the cat's normal anatomy. However, declawing can save a cat's life, especially in the case of a cat that's very aggressive and uses its claws as part of its aggressive behavior. Cats can cause a significant amount of damage with their claws, and if it's possible to save a cat's life by declawing, it might be worth having a serious conversation with your veterinarian about it. However, if your major concern is scratching, there are many other ways that you can help your cat scratch on appropriate items rather than ruining your home or touching your body and injuring you with those claws. There are paw caps that can actually go right over the nail and make the claw really soft. There, of course, is the ability to nail trim at home, which you can learn to do relatively easily. And you can make sure that you teach your cat appropriate places to scratch. So if your cat's not dangerous with his claws, you might consider leaving them in and letting him be a normal guy. However, if you are concerned about it, make sure to talk with your veterinarian. So that's a little bit about the controversy surrounding declawing cats.
Okay, now I'm not going to scroll down and go through these comments. I'm really not. Now that you saw that video. So that's the topic. Jordan's got his hands over his eyes. What's wrong, Jordan? You sad?
This is the world problems we're having right now. This is it.
You don't want to read those comments. Okay.
Oh, I do.
So you say this is not controversial. Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This is so controversial. Wars have been started over this. I'm not being funny right now. I know it sounds bonkers. This is pretty controversial. Now, I know two people on this panel here have cats. You have cats.
Yes.
How do you guys feel about the clawing?
It's up to the owner.
Yeah. Actually, yes.
No, that doesn't answer my question. How do you
It's not
feel
something
about it?
I would. It's not.
Oh, but particularly,
It's up to the.
Coach Spain. Sorry.
I'm going to disagree. I'm not for it. That's not something
Okay.
that I would do.
Okay, so you don't agree with it.
It's
Okay, Jordan.
Same as Spain. I don't agree with it, but it's up to
I got
the
it.
owner
You have
if
your
he wants
opinion.
to do it. Just yeah.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, agree with it. Matthew? You're muted.
Yeah, if you have a cat with claws that is an asshole, buy claws or buy cat.
Yeah,
Buy.
100% agree.
Now, when you go through the comments of this video, are vast. I mean, there's 948, but then there's like 65,000 in those 948. Okay, and I spent about 5 hours going through this. I'm not joking. I highlighted one comment because every comment is there's other options. Some of these people are fucking bonkers. They say, so my argument is simple. You buy a cat, okay? I don't want it to scratch up my house. And people are like, oh, well, it's a family member. You should love it. And if it scratches up the house, you should. Well, I'm not going to come up with all the arguments that these people say. But some of the arguments is okay, this scratched up my grandma. It's a cat, okay? So then they say, okay, well, give it to a pound. But then the pound says this cat's too aggressive. We don't want it. And then nobody adopts it. So what happens to the cat? So then you think that they kill the cat. Wait. No. That's not even the option anymore. That's not the end of the line. You know what the end of the line is? A cat psychologist.
Shut the fuck up.
I swear to God, a cat behavior psychologist goes in, finds out the cat's aggressions, and then helps out the pound to get rid of those cat's aggressions so it can be adopted. What the fuck are we talking about right now? Like, what? I don't give a shit what you believe in. A cat behavior psychologist? And how much is that going to cost the pound to figure out with that piece of shit cat? And then the argument is, you take the cat's claw, it's his first line of defense, now it's going to bite people. So kill the cat. That's my argument.
Yes.
But I want to, there's one little one I want to show to you guys. Let me just go here. I want to read this. Let me get everybody on this page here. What happened? Full Chrome. There we go. Let me just scroll down to this comment. Is it full on the screen for you? No. Let me make it.
I would love to meet one of these people.
I just want to read this comment, right? Because everybody is. I live in a country where you get fined for 30,000, whatever. I just want to read this comment. I have my opinion. You can have yours. I've had my cats during my lifetime. 2 of them lived to be 20 years old. Others lived to be 15 and 17. One had a blood clot and died at 12, wasn't declawed. Not one of my kitties have ever had any bad side effects from being declawed. And if not for declawing, many cats would be without homes because a lot of people care about their home and family just a tad more than pets. Agree. It's not like cutting your finger off at all. My cats can and have played the day after the surgery. They walk fine, use the litter. I did use special litter, though, for the first 3 weeks, and even ran all over the house. Not one drop of blood from their feet. No limping. None of them mind if you touch their feet, and have been all well-adjusted little stinkers that I love. But I'm human, and I decide that I want my family to be safe and my home to be intact. That comes first. Not one of my pets have ever been hurt or maladjusted. And I have dogs, cats, horses, chinchillas, and even an iguana my daughter had for years. She grew so large we donated him to a wildlife center. Then she went to college. He visited schools all night, whatever he lived in between. So I think I'm qualified to say that I want the choice. If you don't like it, then don't declaw your kitties. I'm not out there saying you have to, and I bet you let your cats go outside, don't you? Just to be at risk for cars and other pets to harm them. Not to mention the other things they can be hurt by, like mean animal haters that would think twice about harming a pet they think is an annoyance to them, or risking your kitty to contact feline leukemia. And then every other comment on here is against it. That is the only positive comment I could find out of the 948. Okay, so and there's not many arguments against what they say, and a lot of the people are. You could tell by the way that they type that they're young, that they live in their parents' house, so they don't give a shit. They don't care. And what's funny is we just got our first downvote with the declaw. People care more about declawing a cat than a fucking war. What is wrong with you people? Like, so a human life. How many times you laugh, bro? I'm taking a screenshot of it. We just got a downvote.
I believe you.
We just got a downvote when we mentioned the declaw. How, bro? How? I'm posting the screenshot inside of Discord.
And the discussion isn't even finished.
We just started.
It didn't even start yet.
It's not even a discussion yet.
Look at the screenshot is in Discord. We just now got it, bro. So I can't understand people's mentality on this, man. If what? You just proved my point. The more people care about a fucking cat than you do about people dying. People watch movies. You laugh. Hold on, John. I got a point. People watch movies like I Am Legend. Watch that whole movie. You cry when the dog dies.
Yeah.
But when Will Smith died, nobody cried.
Choked up.
Nobody gave a shit.
Yeah, but it's Will Smith.
It doesn't matter. People care more about animals than they do human lives.
Yeah.
You could have a baby die in a movie. Oh, that's sad. Oh, shit. Hopefully the cat doesn't go. Oh, my God. I don't know how I'm going to handle this.
It's a kitten. Oh, no.
It's not a matter of it should be up to the owner or not. It's a matter of for or against. That's the option. It's either you're for it or you're against it. It's not up to, because it's not up to you. If the country bans it, the country bans it. Doesn't matter what your fucking opinion is. If the country says you can't do it, then you can't do it.
Then it's the same as the abortion argument. Then I have to go for because I can't eliminate the choice.
Right.
Yeah. So then I'm for.
And people are saying, a lot of the people in the comments are like, yeah, well, you should get a scratch pole or do this or do that. And you shouldn't own a cat. Oh, my God, bro.
But it's the scratch pole. I was just going to say, the things they said as alternatives, they're crap. A scratch pole, you can have 20 scratch poles in your house. If the cat decides it wants to claw at the wallpaper or your sofa, it's going to claw at the wallpaper or your sofa. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Cutting just cutting them, they're still a part of the nail there. They can still scratch.
It's not mutilation, bro. Like there are cat. I've had a cat before that had declaw, and it was fine. It didn't walk funny. It didn't. It's like getting circumcised. That's like saying that people are circumcised as malfunctioning dicks. That's not that. No.
That's not how that works.
It's extra skin, and plus they don't feel it. You're knocked the fuck out. Like you don't feel a heart surgery. You're out, bro. You are out. What are we talking about? It's a cat's paw, man. It's a cat's paw. And this is obviously going to get this video taken down.
What's the youngest you can do it with a cat, Jay?
Oh, I don't know. I have not looked that up. I think you could do it even as adults.
I think you would have to wait at least 6 months before you do anything.
Because
even when they neuter them, you have to wait.
Same argument as with cutting dogs' ears and tails, right?
Yeah, that's another thing they're trying to ban.
Done.
Yeah, they're trying to ban that.
That's
mutilation.
It's a pup that's this big. It doesn't even have his eyes open. Your veterinarian comes by. He has a scalpel. He goes, "Oh, this vertebrae, the tail, pop. It's gone. You get one drop of blood."
Argument for banning it?
The argument for banning it is it's cruel. You're mutilating a cat. There's a lot of countries. I don't know if you saw that video. There's a lot of countries that banned it. There's a lot.
But if it doesn't hurt and it doesn't affect them, why is it mutilation?
Because you're changing the anatomy of a cat.
So the only thing that you could use as an argument is it would not be able to climb as well.
There's actually a video of a cat that's declawed that's climbing. And did you know that cats, when they hunt, they don't even use their fronts? Bet you didn't know that. They use the rear.
Yeah, because the rear. Yeah, they
use the rear. The only cats that use the front, I think, are trailblazers or trail, something trail. They grip it to like, they'll use the cat to like the front to swat it, to slap it, but to rip it apart and eat it, they use their hinds. I don't have a problem keeping a cat's rear claws. I have a problem with the front. Not for swatting me, for fucking up my couch. I like cats. I like my couch more. You know what I mean? Like, but there are people that do all four. And if you want to do all four, I don't give a shit. I'm for it. I think if you want to take, it's not affecting anything. But the argument is that it's mutilation.
I have more problems with the broader argument. For me to be happy, I have to eliminate your choice. That's the biggest issue of all of this.
What do you mean I have to eliminate?
Well, the people that are against it,
yep.
Then everyone, the need from their side to eliminate it for everyone is what I feel is the biggest issue. I don't agree with this. Everyone needs to not agree with this. This kind of egotistical.
Oh, that my opinion, like what she said, you have your opinion, I have mine. There's even a guy that comments in there that even if you get gangrene on the tips of your, because cats get this, I guess sometimes like infections on their feet, is to not cut it off, just to remove the whole paw. So now they have no foot. Like that's better. That's better apparently.
Stubby.
Sure. Now we got a 3-legged cat. He's gonna be no good. Wow, so you guys are not controversial for this. You're okay with?
I just don't see the biggest. I have more issues with the fact that everyone is now going around. You can't do this. You can't do that. And instead of having a good conversation about it, we're just eliminating choices left and right. And then the biggest problems that we should eliminate, trans stuff and getting minors that medication. Oh, that's all fine. But once we start talking about little paws,
well, these people that are all saying declaw cats are obviously on the liberal side, or not declaw cats, are all obviously on the liberal side. We know that.
Course.
And so they're all for the medication for like they're all for that, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have the adults that come in and say, "Listen, I own my house, and what happens in my house is what happens in my house." Okay, until you get your own apartment, and you know, one of the other arguments is that you probably got your first apartment. But even if you get an apartment, most apartments are going to tell you can't have cats.
Mm-hmm.
You have to declaw your cat if you want a cat, because we know it's going to fuck the wall up. We know it's going to fuck the wood up. So what? The apartment complexes are all wrong now?
It's the guilt factor, right? Just imagine that you declawed your cat, but it was clawing at your seat or your sofa or your wallpaper because you didn't take it to the psychiatrist, and it turns out the cat is trans. So if you would have operated on it, it wouldn't be clawing at your furniture anymore.
Troubled childhood. That's a big one. It's probably a troubled child.
Yo, we looked this up the other day in vocals. There are people that get transgender reassignment surgeries for their animals. This is bonkers. I'm not making this up, by the way. Am I making it up, Matthew?
No.
I'm not making this shit up.
Okay. So that's okay, but don't pull the claws out. You just alter the gender of your dog or cat.
That dog thought it was a cat, so we're gonna make it look like a cat now. And I'm not joking.
My point exactly, Jordan. How the hell do you know that your cat
I don't
wants
know.
to be a
They
dog
just
or chinchilla?
There's toddlers as well, Spade. How is the toddler telling their parents, like, yo,
I agree with that. I agree with that too.
But an animal can't have a gender. It has a sex.
Yes.
A gender is a made up thing that someone said now that's made up, bro. Look at old applications from the 80s. There was no gender. It was sex. People would write yes, please. That right? They would.
Yes.
It's 100% made up shit, right? You're either male or you want to be a trans male, then be a male. I'll take your side. Just go with one, okay? Run with, fine, fuck it. You can't be in between. So, and a dog or a cat is either a male or a female. That's it. You can't just say, I don't like his penis, so I'm going to give him a vagina now. You don't think that's going to fuck that dog up? It went from lifting a leg up to now pissing all over its own leg.
Wait, so you're changing the gender, but you're keeping the paws because you wouldn't want to hurt the animal. You're keeping the paws. Let's be clear about this. You're doing a sex change, but you're keeping the paws because that's mutilation.
Because, yeah, and I'd say the other one is more mutilation. How many vets are going to know cosmetic surgery on an animal? How many plastic surgeons are there for vets? I'm not being funny. What's next? Give our cat fake tits? Fake udders? Fake nipples? Cadaverous nipples? That's next? Shit.
I made my cat into a horse.
So at this point, you could just walk into a store and say, hey, I would like this animal, but I need this and this and this and this. Can you build me a cat or a dog? Can you build me this? Because that's what I feel comfortable with. I want something that's docile, no claws. I want it to be a trans cat or a trans dog. I want it to, if I tell it to sit and stay, it does that. Can we build a cat, build an animal? Can
what
we do
you're
that now?
saying, Spade, certain toys would reinforce certain gender stereotypes on the animals, like a squeaky duck. That's more like a male dog. So you can't force that on a dog. I see what you're saying. I'll pay attention.
I want to customize, just like I go to the mechanic and I tell him that I want my car customized and I want him to do this and this. I want my animal to be done the same exact way. That's what's going on with this world today. We're just customizing everything.
I would be curious how many of those people that put a negative thing under that decline video. How many of those leftists, if you were to ask them the transgender thing, is it okay to surgically alter the gender of your dog or your cat? How many of those would go, oh yeah?
No, I think they would say no. Fine. I think they would say no. That might be where they draw the line. Now, but I think a human could do. So the argument is so we looked this up, whether an animal or a dog can be pansexual, transgender. Like, could it? And it can't. It can't have that gender dysphoria. It's just not in their chemical makeup. Okay, just like when you start looking at retardation or mentally incapacitated, the more politically correct way of saying it, in animals is extremely rare. I mean, even intersex, it happens, but it's rare. Or it's not called intersex with animals, it's called hermaphrodites. But for some reason, as human beings, we call it intersex. I do feel bad for those people. I'm just putting it out there. You cannot control that. That is, you are a medical marvel. I don't know. I feel bad for you, whether you want my sympathy or not. So, but animals can't be that. They're automatically designed to procreate. Now think about animals like dogs. We've done so many crossbreeding and same breeding and inbreeding, and you still don't have that. And then you got human beings that don't have that, which tells you eugenics in reverse works. Like if you just leave it alone and don't give that an opinion, you're fine. Those are the same people that walk their cats on leashes, that walks their hamsters and gerbils, that pick up their chihuahuas all the time because it's not a dog, it's basically a toy. And then you wonder why it bites people or it gets nasty, and you do certain things to it because you don't treat it like a dog. You don't treat it like a cat. No offense, people. No offense. Actually, take offense to this. That's good. It's a fucking pet, man. That's it. My dog that I raised that was an actual service animal, I had no problem letting it go. Did I love it? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'll get another one. It's an animal. It's that simple. You want to cut its tail? Cut its tail. It's your decision. And dogs are going to put down a whole lot quicker than a cat inside of a kennel. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, well, I wanted to bring that up. It's like why are we doing that to dogs and we can't do that to cats or vice versa? And who is to say that euthanizing them is the actual fix? You can still
euthanize is not an option to any of these people. In that video that I just showed, euthanize is not an option. They make it, bro. I'm gonna put you the link. I seriously want you to go through the comments. It's gonna blow your mind how controversial this is. I'm posting the link inside of Discord. It's gonna blow your mind. You just go through the comments, and euthanization, no matter what, is never ever and if euthanization or euthanism is an option, it's better than declawing the cat.
Interesting choice.
Stan, are there gay animals?
Dolphins, they're not gay per se. They just...
Well, it's like saying a dog is
just
humping another
really
dog.
fucking horny, man. You know,
Yeah,
it's just like when you masturbate and you see porn and there's a dick in there, you don't mind. You're like half gay,
right?
You're half a fag. It's fine. If there was no penis, it wouldn't be the same. It doesn't make you gay.
A hole is a hole.
It just so happened to be there. It just so happened to be there.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole claw thing it's crazy. I mean, it is nuts.
I can't believe that they would agree to euthanization but not declawing.
Yes, that's why I said read those comments. Yes,
I have a claw.
But the option is even before euthanasia. Like there's actually cat behavioral psychologists that go in and talk to the cat, figure out what it is, what causes this past life aggression. What can we do to fix this? I'm not being, bro. It sounds ridiculous, but this is a real thing.
I gotta look.
Would it be better to send the human owner to a psychiatrist because he's projecting his own feelings on
an
animal, maybe?
Yep.
Well, you can do group therapy.
Oh my God! You got a bunch of cats on little booster seats, just all sitting around in a circle. Yeah, because that...
all crying.
Tells Megan, oh, Spade, you found it? Cat behavioral psychologist?
Yeah. There is thing like I found a price of 195 pounds for a guy in the UK that does it.
Yeah, it's $100 an hour here in America, and it takes about 9 hours for you to figure out your past life aggressions for your cat. Oh, I've looked it up already.
That is insane. And
I go get me a brand new cat for $300 that is pristine with no problems and declawed.
I will pick a cat from the street.
Yep.
Give it to you, and you can take it to the ASPCA and get that all done for free. And now you got everything for free.
So in New York, right? Because New York, it's a crime, right? Declaw now. It's a crime in New York.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I think it's a crime.
I didn't know that.
Declaw cat I think they just passed it too. Yeah, I think it's a crime. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
2019 they passed it. Andrew Cuomo. Yeah. So you can't do it. So now now the argument is that apartment complexes, guess what? You can't tell them. You could tell them that they can't have a cat, but you can't say if you have a cat, it's got to be declawed because it's against the law.
That's nuts.
Don't you run apartment complexes? That's not a thing that they mentioned, the cats?
It is like in the leases, people say that, in the lease, it states that you can't have any animals, including dogs, cats, this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, you're not in that person's apartment all the time. So you can't control that. Like a cat, you can't control who has a cat because cats don't make as much noise as dogs. When you have somebody with a dog, they have to walk it every day. You see that and you can tell them, hey, you're not allowed to have a dog, right? But with a cat or a fish or a gerbil, you don't know unless you go into the person's apartment, and then the landlord is like, well, they're already there, they pay their rent, just as long as they don't destroy anything.
Even though it fucks it up?
Well, it fucks it up in what sense? I mean,
Like
I've
the
never been
claws,
into an
like-
apartment that a cat has destroyed.
Really?
I've never been into an apartment.
They're probably
that a
because
cat
they're all
has
declawed.
destroyed anything.
Because they're all declawed.
No. If they do destroy anything, it'll be the person's property, which is their couch or something. But they'll never have scratches on the floor.
Yeah, but don't they do like
I've gone
walls
into-
and shit too? They do anything where they can stand on their hind legs, and they'll do like door jams.
Yep.
I've never seen anything like that. I've seen more damages from dogs because a dog will claw the parquet floor. They will piss everywhere. They don't give a shit.
That's bad training. That's bad training.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah,
Like,
that's not on the dog.
Yep.
See, I would say the opposite. That's on the trainer or the owner of the dog. On the cat,
yeah.
we all know that you can't train a cat. You can't.
Yeah,
you would think you can. Tell your cat to sit down and give you a paw. We're done. It can't happen.
Nope.
Just stop.
It's like 1 in a million.
Not even 1 in a million, bro. And I'd be watching now that I watch that one shit. I get all this cat shit on my YouTube. It's I keep clicking not interested, but for some reason YouTube thinks I want to watch cats.
It still shows it.
And now I got midgets holding cats, and I don't even know anymore. I
It's
really
a double
gave up.
whammy now.
Yeah, now she just give me shit I just don't want to see anymore. I got used to midgets. I started getting horny, and now you throw fucking cats in there, and now I don't know how to react. Is it to Claude? I start asking weird questions in the comments. I look like a pervert. Like bestiality. Does it have big balls? So, you know, it's like with the cat thing, honestly, I'm all for it. I think if the cat doesn't go outside, it should get declawed. That's it. That's it. It's the end of the discussion. There's no need for the claws. Why does it need it? That's all.
Yeah, because it doesn't need to defend itself or anything. But at the same time, defending itself, it's using its hind legs, not its front paws.
Yeah, it just
Like,
does that
that's how
to
they
swat you
cope
to
and-
deter you. Like I was just Jackson
Yeah.
guys like, yeah, don't spray a cat with. I was watching the 7 don't do's. Did you know you can't feed cats milk? I bet you didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Lactose
lactose.
intolerant.
Bad for them.
Lactose intolerant. That's right.
Yeah.
Did you know that you shouldn't be
Weird.
spraying your cat? I'm going to here to teach you cat owner something. You shouldn't be spraying your cat with a water bottle
I don't do that anymore.
Why not?
because the cat
No idea.
thinks that you're attached to that water bottle, so you're the problem.
So they blame you. They blame
Sounds
you.
legit.
I'm not being funny. And like with flicking it on the nose, you can't discipline a cat. The only way you could discipline a cat is when it's a kitten. But think about this: the mother would discipline a kitten by smacking it on his face. But that kitten, when it got older, still did the things that the mother smacked it for, so it didn't learn.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting, the shit that I learned about cats, but he's never, ever, ever declaw your cat. He's talking about how they walk funny, and then you got all these people in the comments. Here's a video of my cat not walking funny, declawed. So I don't know what's wrong with those cats, because he's showing cats where the vets didn't know what they were doing. Or, it's no different than a human getting back surgery and then not being able to walk again. It's because that surgeon sucked. So, okay.
Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah, but we're not talking about take a pair of pliers yourself and rip out the cat's nails. That's not
that
what
ain't
we're
gonna work.
talking about.
Why wouldn't that work, though, if you rip out the nail bed?
Well,
If
same
that
thing.
works
might
on
have a
human
cat that's gonna
beings,
walk funny.
hold on. If that works on human beings, why would that not work on a cat?
Does it? Don't they eventually grow back?
Not if you rip out the nail bed.
Nail bed,
The nail bed below this nail, if you rip that out, that will never grow back. Never. Why don't they rip
Really?
it? Do cats not have nail beds?
They got
I'm
to
not
have
sure
nail
about
beds because of the nail growth, right? It's not like they break off a nail, it stops
It's
growing.
not nails,
so
they're claws. They're claws. They're claws, guys. They're not
they're
nails.
claws.
It's not.
And
It's,
that's
it's
how
similar, but
different
not the
from a
same.
nail?
You ever
How is it
been
different
cut by a
from a
nail and you ever get cut by a claw? There's a difference, man.
But that's the shape. That's just the material is the same, right? Or do they have steel
Yeah, it's the
claws?
same. No, it's the same material.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess it's
Keratin.
harder. I guess
It's the same material. They're shaped differently. Yeah, okay.
Nothing. I got nothing. I can't find it. I don't know why they don't just rip them out instead of cutting a knuckle. I don't know. Maybe it grows. Their nail bed repairs itself. I know human beings don't. If you like rip out a nail bed of a finger, it will never, ever, ever grow back.
Maybe if you do that, it destroys too much of the end, or the nail bed is maybe different because the shape of the nail or the claw.
Yeah, because it was probably like
different.
circular instead of flat. So
yeah. So if you were to rip it out, it would destroy
Yeah.
the
nerves
too
and
much.
shit. Yeah, that might be a little inhumane. Rip. I feel cutting it, and they're cauterizing the nerve. It's not like they're just leaving the bone out and it's just flopping. You know, like they cauterize the nerve so that nerve still has feeling at that end, and they remove the finger. If you got a guy that's in prison. Okay, that's a bad argument because why is he in prison? But if you got a guy that's in prison and he's scratching at the walls and you remove his fingertips, he's not going to scratch the wall anymore, right?
True.
Yes, theoretically, yeah.
I mean, your cat's in prison. Let it go free. You got it in the house all the time. It's in prison. Let's get real liberal. So I say remove his fingertips.
Well, they probably would do the same thing for the prisoner. Probably send him to a shrink. Why are you scratching the walls?
Bro, you
What
can't
happened
even
to you?
dock a dog's tail anymore. Breeders will still do it. But oh, man. Oh, God.
It's so simple. It's not. They don't even feel it.
It's the same argument for us Americans that get circumcised. We don't remember that shit. If I did, I'd say, can you pull it out a little bit more and give me some length so when I get older, it's a little bit larger. You know, I got the same size dick when I was a newborn versus now. It just doesn't want to go anywhere.
I feel your pain.
I'm not happy with that.
I can agree. You shouldn't do it with like a 6-month-old pup. You shouldn't be doing that.
Why not?
I can agree about that. But if it's done right by a vet,
Why not? Why not? If they're put out, like knocked out, why not?
Yeah, what difference does it make?
I mean, an older one.
If they're not going to feel nothing, bro. They're going to be knocked out. Come on. You don't believe that it's just an animal? It's just a pet? You're not killing it.
I think killing it is worse.
I agree. Agree. You want your dog to be attractive, right? You don't want it to look like it's the reason why you have a groomer. You want it to have nice ears and a nice tail and nice coat. Okay, so apparently this is not controversial enough. Let's go to the next controversial topic.
Okay.
It's controversial in the sense that people are getting wild up about it. That's controversial.
There's no controversy in chat. More people cared about the Jews.
Yeah.
But then not my Mr. One Down voter. Mr. One Down voter hates this discussion.
He's probably a cat shrink. He's like, this guy is cutting down my money.
He's a cat whisperer.
Can you imagine, like, let's say a family dinner. Everyone's sitting around and we're talking, and people are meeting maybe for for the first time. Like the niece brought in her boyfriend, and it goes around the table. Oh, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? And then at the end of the table is this guy. Oh, I'm a cat shrink. Oh, really? Yeah, I have a degree and everything. Cool.
So let me ask you guys don't mind that you just sit there and your cat just puts its asshole in your face? That doesn't bother you at all?
I don't. They don't do that to me. They don't do that. And at
Really?
worst, if they do come and they sit, yeah,
I've seen your cat.
He'll walk by and that's it. He won't. It's not like he's
puts his hand. When have you ever walked through ShopRite and someone just puts their asshole in front of your face while you're looking at the cereals?
That would be interesting though if that did happen.
When's the last time been at the grocery frozen aisle and there's a guy with his dick out, and he just rubs your yogurt the wrong way. When have you ever seen that?
Don't.
Why the yogurt?
Well, why is that okay for you with your cat?
It's not. I mean, nobody wants anybody's ass in their face unless you're, eating salad. That's a different story.
But you got a cat. What does he do for you? Anything?
No, they'll sit next to me. They'll hang out. They'll,
Do you know
cuddle
a cat? If it doesn't want to be petted, it'll run away from you. And when you force pet it, it starts to alienate you and not like you.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother you that your cat is basically independent but relies on you? Like, that doesn't give you any feeling of you are not in control at all?
No, I never thought of it that way.
Well, but,
I never thought
but
of
it
it.
is. If you wanted to pet the cat and the cat doesn't want to be pet, it's just going to run away.
Essentially, a cat. The difference between a dog is of the mentality you are its owner. You're the boss. A cat is the opposite. The cat is the boss. The cat owns you.
That doesn't bother you at all?
I don't know. Maybe it's because it's my cats. I don't have that issue. The only time that they complain is if you're 5 minutes late in feeding them. That's it. They'll sit there and meow you to death. That's it. Other than that, I don't really have an issue.
What about
if they don't want to be
point
it's
too,
like,
Dustin?
It's like
what about when you got to clean it up? Like it shits in your house, and you got to clean it up. That doesn't bother you? Like it's your house.
I hate doing that. I never. Yeah, I do.
Oh
hate
my
that
god,
part.
bro! I would teach my cat to shit outside, and if you don't, that's where you're staying.
But at the same time, though, isn't it like when you have a kid and you have to change the diapers? It's the same concept.
That's different,
no?
man. That's different. That's going to succeed and make money and then treat you well and buy you shoes, right? A cat isn't going to do shit for you. She's going to get older and rely more on you and then only come to you when it needs you.
Well, just like you, whenever you need the cat, you go to the cat, right? It's the same concept, right?
No. If I want to pet my dog, it's going to come up here and, oh my God, it is the end of the world for me to touch him. A cat? It's like, fuck you, man. There's a mouse outside that I'm staring at. I don't have time for this shit. I'm not coming over there. Don't touch me. I'm going to swat you with my claws. I'm going to fuck you up. I'm just saying, you play that in your head. And yes, let's not claw the cat.
You're right.
Yeah, I love dogs, man. You will never, the dog could be in the worst mood. The second you call him over, it's the best thing you've ever given him.
Hey, yeah.
It's the best thing you've ever given him. And that's why I say a dog's a man's best friend. A man will fight a woman in court to make sure that he can keep his dog. Amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen.
Never heard that about a cat, actually.
No. A cat is a man's worst friend. We're not friends.
Take the cat.
I'll tell you right. Yeah, you could. Matter of fact, just open up the door and let the cat go. And then some cats won't even go outside. They're like, I'm not going out there with you.
Yeah. Well, because they know better. They're like, if I go outside, I'm not going to have the food at this time.
And you allow that. Could you imagine if your wife did that? I'm not giving you pussy today. Well, she probably does do that. You're not getting this pussy today. Damn, I'm fucking horny. There's your hand.
Go to the bathroom.
Women do that now. I bet you both Jordan and Spade, I bet you both your wives will hit you with this one. I can't. I got a really bad headache. Or I'm really tired. Or
never.
The fuck out of
Never.
here. Bullshit. You liar.
Never.
You fucking liar. You fucking liar. Yeah, Jordan. He's out of his asshole lying.
I'm not.
So you just say right now to your wife at work, hey, come on over and suck this long dick. She's going to be like, all right, baby, I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Well, number one, it's not long.
Okay.
So that's
fair enough.
That's fair enough.
Fair enough.
I'll
accept that answer. Okay.
But if I ask, I get it. I don't. There's no because just like if she asks, she gets.
First
it.
off,
There's
if you
never
gotta
been-
ask for sex, something's wrong. If that's your significant other, you gotta say, "Listen, you think we can bang this out real quick?" If you gotta plan it, that ain't no good. That's bad sex.
No.
You gotta be able to just,
Yeah.
and then you're rocking and rolling. But there have been times you're not gonna tell me that you don't try to diddle some jams. And she's like, I got the chicken
Not
pox
feeling it.
today. You
I can't
fucking
think of any.
liar, bro.
Oh, come on.
You are lying out of your asshole. Either you are
No.
so oblivious or you're lying. It's one of those two.
No.
Let's
Or it
admit
doesn't
this
get
then,
sex.
Spade. Has it been
Yeah,
the other
or
way
that.
around?
Yeah. Get the fuck out
Has
of
it
here,
been
bro.
the other way around?
Oh, that's a good one.
What?
Has it ever been
Has
the
it been
other way around?
Same argument.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
done.
So she's done it to
I've
you.
done.
But that's what I'm
No,
saying.
I've done. No.
I know, but I'm saying if you've done it, you don't think she has? Like, come on now.
No, I can't think of an instance. No, I can't.
You can't be
I
a
said
tough
no.
guy all the time, Spade. You can't
No,
be,
no, I'm not
bro.
trying to. I'm not trying to. But I'm
Get
just
the
saying.
fuck
like,
outta
I-
here.
I've said no. I've said
You know what
no.
I
So
do?
she's never put-
This is legitimate. She's never said you on my mom, period.
No, because it doesn't matter. I still go for it.
Second day,
and she's
Club
never
City.
pretended
Yeah.
to be
It
asleep.
could be the first day. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, she never pretended to be
never
asleep.
pretended
You
to be
try to
asleep.
diddle her clams, and she's
Yeah.
snoring.
To
And
be honest with
doesn't
you, I've
wake
never
up?
I've never done that. No, I've never done that when they're sleeping and try to do that. No, I've never done that.
Ah.
I've never done
Okay.
Get the fuck out
Now
of
we
here,
get
that.
bro.
That I've never done.
This is like this is the
How
fish
long are
stick
you
guy,
together?
right? There's
How
no
long are you
fucking way, bro. This
I'm
Now I want to
serious.
calculate the percentages.
there's not.
So what
I don't believe
happened?
it.
What happens when you're getting a little hot under the collar, and you lie in the bed and you start spooning, and she's sleeping? You just Nothing?
That's what I'm saying. I've never done that. I've never done that.
You've never got horny the way that they're sleeping with the ass in the air and their hand on their pussy or something?
No, because the covers are on, so you don't really see. So
Take the
it's
covers
never happened.
off.
you don't need to see it.
Come on,
No.
bro. You know how ridiculous
never.
you sound right now.
Never.
You are
It-
the
I sound
only
ridiculous.
dude
It's
in the
true.
chat. You're probably going to be the only dude
This-
that's ever going to say this never happens.
This scenario, you
It's
stay up a little late. She already goes to bed. You join
Right.
her later on. You cuddle. She starts wiggling her ass against you, and you get
nice.
like a half a semi. Let's go to semi. Yeah. You start,
Chubby.
and she's like, "I'm tired." That never happened. Never ever. How long?
it's never
have you been
happened.
together?
I
Because
swear to
I'm
God,
sorry.
it's never happened.
You never
Do you
done
want
a
better,
cuddle?
Jordan? Do you want
I've
better?
said
you
no
pissed
more
her
times
off
than she
doing
has.
something or not doing something, right? You pissed her off. At night,
Oh.
you're horny. She's gonna say yes. Urgh.
I don't know. I've never really tried.
Come on,
I've
You never
bro.
got in an argument. You've
I'm
never been in
serious.
an argument?
No. No. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Happening.
What
Well,
no,
it's
I'm
happening.
saying like if you've gotten into an argument with the person, I mean me, if I've gotten into an argument with her, I'm not even going to try because in my head I'm like, I already got into an argument with you. I'm not even going to attempt to try this.
How long you guys been
Oh,
together?
makeup sex.
How long you been together?
2 weeks. That's got to be it. 2 weeks. For
years.
this to happen, 2
7
weeks.
years.
7 years, and you're telling me in 7 years, every time that you wanted to fuck, you fucked.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, come on.
I want to see a shrink. Because
Okay, we
It's the
know
same
how
one I
Bree
used to
is,
like
right?
most.
We know how Bree is. You know, she'll do everything for me. But even Bree, I could tell that's not horny, and that turns me off. Like, I'm super horny, and then I'm like, are you ready to roll? She's like, I'm always horny for you, Jay. I know when she says that, she's not horny, but she'll still give it to me. And then that turns me
Right.
off. That's her way of denying me. She never denies me, but she still does it. And you're telling me that your wife, for whatever reason, for 7 years has never. And you know what I'll do is I'll even second guess her. And I'll be like, you got your jam? And she'll be like, yeah. I'll say, pull down your pants and show me the fucking string. Or I want to see the blood on the pad. Because my mind thinks you making this shit up. And I'll even pull on the plug because I think I've had fucked up exes where they'll put a tampon in just to avoid sex. So I just pull the fucking plug out. I just pull it out. This shit is clean as a whistle. I'm eating this. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's spotty today. Don't do it. I'm doing it. I'm going in. I should have not went in. Got it. So you're not going to tell me that I don't believe you, bro. I believe you with the fist sticks. I do not believe you with the sex. There's no fucking way. No way. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. There had to be at least one, even if it's one time it has happened, you just don't know about
it. That's a possibility, but I've never paid attention to ever saying to her to do anything like that and her saying no. I don't ever remember that.
Maybe saying doing it, actually doing it.
Another question: Who usually initiates Spade? Do you or does she every time?
Really, no, Jordan, always for you?
Usually me.
It's always you?
Oh, yeah.
Usually.
Really? Usually. That's never sniffles?
No.
She wants that. She wants that.
She wants you to be forceful and okay. So Spade, you're saying you always initiate it or she does?
No, not always. Not always. Usually. 7 out of 10 times.
All right. Legitimate question then. You think she comes every time?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Not complete.
And what about you, Jordan? You think she comes every time? Every time?
No.
Okay.
Maybe 3 out of 10 times. 3 out of 10 times.
Oh, that's high praise.
Not even 3 times.
Who cares? Jason said, "Who cares?" Who gives a shit?
Do this for you.
Who fucking cares if you come? I ain't got time for this. Yo,
and that's why Jason's single, and that's why he's single.
Also a good point.
I'm just saying, if he doesn't care, that's why he's single. You gotta care at least a little bit.
Who gives a shit? No, look, just for you to think that every time, that sounds so unrealistic. It does. Out of 7, if it was a month, all right. 2 weeks, absolutely. 5 days, yes. 7 years, no fucking way. If you've denied her or declined it in some fashion, she's definitely done it to you. You just don't want to admit it.
Is it spontaneous or is it
why you wouldn't know?
an appointment?
No,
wait, what did you say?
Appointments? What do you think this is? A doctor's office?
I have appointments. Don't judge.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying I got no appointment.
My appointment is before it's after 10 and before 6. It's got to be in that window. If it's a window appointment. It's flexible scheduling. You know, it's
but that's okay.
Any time in there is fine.
Yeah, but you wouldn't go like it's 5 minutes after. We're not doing this. It's flexible, right?
Yeah. No, if it's like 6:30, we're way beyond the appointment time. I'll catch you tomorrow, bro. If it's, I'm not even joking. If it's after 8 o'clock, I do not want to do it because I know tomorrow I have to do it again, and this is way too late because then it's going to be 24 hours for my sperm to reset, and then we'll just wait. We'll just wait, bro. It's
we reschedule. It's not that bad.
We'll reschedule until tomorrow. Yes. And then she'll be like, I got my period. How? How did you get that? You just had it last week. Let me see the tampon. I don't have one in right now. Then you don't have your period. I'm sticking my dick in there. Okay, I'm horny for you. Come get it.
Just smile and take it.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Oh, you're so good. I know I am.
I know. You love it, don't you? You're going to come right now? Yeah. Oh, I just did.
Yeah,
you done yet?
Yeah.
You ever have a woman tell you that? You done yet?
No.
Never?
Yeah.
Come on.
No,
Never.
never.
Ooh,
Never.
I'm alone then.
But that's
okay.
well, that's probably because I don't last that long for them to see.
Right. That's what I was going at. Like, why is it going on for longer than it?
I'm already dressed again. What are you still
I'm not
doing?
gonna lie, I've had that
Like
before.
it's-
How about you, Matthew? You ever have that? You done yet?
Are you done yet? No.
Really?
I've had that's it. That I have, but
Oh, that's worse.
are you done?
That's it? Bitch, I worked 32 minutes to get that shit out of my dick. What do you mean that's it? We're done. We're done.
32?
Go
I
clean
think
a
the
dish.
worst one-
Well,
The worst one has got to be "Is it in?"
most.
That's got to be the worst one. That's
What is
never
it?
happened to
Oh,
me. Yet.
yeah.
Is it in?
Is it in?
That's
the
gotta be
worst.
the worst one.
Yeah, but I don't think it's on
next
you.
week-
That's not on you. That's on her.
Not entirely.
No, that's on her. Did you know that women?
born
You
with
ever
that,
seen that?
right?
You ever seen that women with the ruler? Did you see the meme with the ruler? So they'll start out
Oh yeah,
with the ruler.
Yes.
With 4 inches.
Yeah.
She's like, this, perfect. Goes right in, hits the spot. She goes to 6, she goes, okay. And then she shrinks it back down to 4. She goes, this is better. She goes up to 8. She's like, that is not going to fit inside of me. Where's that going? Then she goes to 10. She's like, you guys are ridiculous. This is nuts. She's like, this is going to hit my lungs. Calculate the distance between it from your uterus to your lungs. What is that, 4 inches? You're past that now. She goes to 12. She's like, now you're tickling my heart. Too much. I can't deal with this. And it's like, it's so true. Guys are like, yeah, I got this 10-inch stick. Great. What are you going to do with that?
Yeah, because most people would be scared of that.
Stick the first 4 inches, use them, and then
That's
it's
it.
done with most
You
women.
use your finger to make them squirt. What do you need an 8-inch stick for? So if you got a woman saying to you, is that everything you got? Or is it
She's a size queen at that point. She just wants
Man,
to. She just wants to walk around
Fuck
and say,
throwing
"Yeah,
hot dogs down a hallway. That's like throwing hamburgers into a closet, bro. It's just you just
But it's true.
with the bun,
Close
all
second.
the condiments, everything.
And a drink on
A
the
close
side.
second might just be, oh, don't worry, honey. It happens to the best of them.
Oh.
Yeah, that's also a bad one. But in the regard of the inches, if it, I mean, as a general
Never had
rule,
that
it's
one.
probably a bad thing when you're going down and it actually has an echo. That's kind of a telltale sign. You're not the first
You're in
one
the
here.
hallway.
Yeah, see, I have that problem where my nuts getting a lot of the way. You guys don't have that?
No.
Nuts.
Yeah, like I can't go all the way in doggy style. It feels like someone's kicking me in the balls.
Well, yeah, because it's
You
like
smack it too hard. Yeah, if
Not
you smack
smack
too
it.
hard,
Like
you
I
can-
can't. Like I won't. It won't let me. Like it's like you ever been down a highway in the divider that stops you from going on the other side of the road? That's what my testicles are. It's like a divider. Like that's it, bro. I know you got 1 more inch, but we're not giving in. You're gonna have to move us to the side or put us on the top. It ain't gonna work down here. We're on the back of our knees. Ah, shit. So I got rubber bands, cinch it up a little bit.
What you could do is deball yourself.
Turn a mute.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I might as well go transgender at that point.
Tape them back. Like,
No, I got that problem. Yeah, I got
that sucks.
and I feel like the older I get, the heavier they get. You think that they would like give
That's
in a
true.
little, you know? And I wear boxer briefs, so they're wrapped up nice. You know what you could do? I just thought of. I could take ice cubes before I knock the boots and put them on the balls
That will work.
To numb them out.
because they'll shrivel up.
See, but why is that? Now you make a good point about the boxer briefs. So women have like bras to keep them kind of in place. Why don't they have that for balls? Because that's probably going to have the same effect.
Like a
over
jock
time.
strap, so you have to wear both underwear and a bra for your balls?
Yeah.
ball caps.
We call them
ball
brawls. BRALLS. It's a bra
Yes,
for
love
balls. I love it. I love it. But the problem is,
Do you
balls
have
are all
frontsies or
different
back?
sizes. You can't do that, right? Because mine's probably like a double D. Most people are probably a B or C. Right? Like you'd have to get.
There's gonna be a lot of fellas jealous of double D's.
Oh yeah, you know.
seem to remember that
Listen, guys are comparing dick sizes. That's fine. You never hear somebody say, "Man, he got a huge dick." They always say, "That guy's got balls, bro." Yes.
Right.
They're talking about
But I
me.
seem to
But they never
remember us
compare.
looking that up at some point, that you
never
do
compare.
have something that cups your balls.
Yeah, they make the underwear, but not like an actual bra that you could wear just for your balls.
Right, because even still, when you're wearing that the underwear, you're still swinging as you're running or whatever it is that you're doing.
You need something to
It's not like
cinch
a
them
bra
up.
where it just holds you.
Yeah, you need. What is it attached to though? It can't be your penis, because that's inconsistent. Like that's.
It goes back. It goes around.
Yeah.
It goes
So
around
it goes
like a
over
thong.
your
It
butt
goes around-
cheeks.
It's gotta go.
Probably.
That's the only way.
So you could essentially hold on. You guys remember girls in the 90s where they'd wear thong straps up over their hips?
Yes, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay, wait,
Just like that.
hold on now. Okay, hear me out. You go down the shore, you go tanning, you got your board shorts on, you're gonna go swimming, you got your brawls on, and then you get a tan line from your brawl strap on your hip. Have fun explaining that
Ooh,
to
that's
people.
hot.
Nah, bro. That ain't hot. That ain't hot. No, man.
So then you don't wear it when you go to the beach.
Yeah, but then it'll fall out of the board short.
Yeah, you're braless.
Bro, you
Get
don't know
longer
my
shorts.
balls spin. I gotta show you, man. If we weren't in Twitch right now in the Discord, I would show you. My jams are. Yo, I can dust the floor standing up. Like my shit is.
You think that's why they have the shorts with the net in them? Like the
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
that's
sense.
gotta be it, right?
That
always
might
cut
be
that
what
out 'cause
that's
it
for.
opens.
I thought that was to keep
That's
sand
gotta
out of
be
your
it.
crotch. So what is that?
No,
Is that
It
actual?
doesn't work.
Is that
Gotta
actually
be
a
it.
ball,
So it
bro?
doesn't come out of the side leg or something. That's gotta be it.
Yeah.
Has
That
to be.
or it's
Yeah, that makes
like
sense.
to keep the hair
No,
in check.
is that what it's for? What is the
I'm not picking-
liner and board shorts for? No. No, that's not what it's for. When the shorts get wet, the soft mesh lining protects the skin from getting a rash from the wet fabric and makes your time in the water, and more importantly, out of the water and drying free of sort of any pain. It's not for your balls.
Okay.
So stop
Would've
the,
made
I guess
sense.
the polyester or something from rubbing on the leg. Yeah, I don't think my balls could fit in that. One could. I mean, I'm still gonna have a dangler.
Yeah, but I think
got-
it's a good market. You could go sport brawls.
Nice. It
Sexy
even has a nice
balls.
ring to it.
Yeah.
Brawls.
I just want to know how you attach it.
Yeah, it's gotta go around the waist.
I got it, bro. I got it. So, okay. This is it. You ever seen the balls that are on the back of trucks that they attach on the
Yes.
trailer hitch? Okay, check this. Take that. That mold is obviously too big, but make it a smaller version, and then make a mold out of that, and then make a net around it. Hear me out. So it's like a halter top for a woman with the bra with no back. Hear me out. And then on the top is a hook. So I'm gonna make this. It goes around your balls. You put your underwear on, you put your pants on, and it hooks onto your belt.
Oh. Ooh.
And then it's got a drawstring on it that it could pull them up.
That
That's
works.
not gonna help you
Okay.
during sex. Is it?
But no, if during sex you'd undo it, comes off right with your pants.
Yeah, you take it off.
Yeah,
It's
but that's
already
not gonna
it
help
attaches
you
to the
during
belt
sex.
like a little hook.
Yeah,
That's not
okay,
supposed to
but
help
that's
you.
not gonna help you during sex. If the problem
No,
is
but it'll help me from getting ball pain from walking.
from
Right.
walking, yeah.
Oh,
from walking,
during
yeah.
sex, I mean, I make an attachment that it hooks on the back of her bra. You know? So if it's doggy style, it kind of goes around. It's got 2 hooks and it hooks onto her bra.
Yeah. And make it sexy. Make it like silk or something. I don't know.
Of course.
Ooh.
Maybe it's, you ever seen those keychains that's got the stretchy plastic thing on them? You could do that where it's got attachments and you hook those on and it. You ever seen the keychains that have the little thing and you let it go and it snaps back?
I was thinking of those.
You can even make that. Little attachments that's in the corner. They hook onto whatever. The closet door, whatever. You pick it. You know. There's magnets on it. Bro, this is a market. I'm not even being funny.
A lanyard. Just put a lanyard in it. Bree's gonna like it. A lanyard with the clip.
She gonna play with it too much though. She gonna play with it too much. If it's like a lanyard, she gonna try to spin it. She gonna pull on it, try to attach keys to it, put it in her pocketbook. Yeah, stay with me now. I think that's a great invention.
Yeah, but how do you market it though? Like, what would be your target audience?
Brawls.
Yeah, keep your balls in check.
I mean, who is your customer? Who is your customer?
Every man. Every man. You telling me you wouldn't try it out for $10?
Yeah.
Yeah,
with
I
a
would
nice
try it
leopard
out.
print on it.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, let's think about it. Why do we wear underwear? Do you wear underwear for your penis or your balls?
Penis.
For your balls.
My balls.
Right now, you don't give a
Because
shit
it
about
does-
your dick. You don't even care if it gets caught in a zipper.
Yeah, but
It's
it
whatever.
doesn't really do anything for the balls.
Well, like,
Not really. A little bit.
The briefs do
but not
because
what I want.
well,
See,
are you
he
a
doesn't
boxer
understand.
man or
He's
you a
not fat
boxer
like this.
brief?
Boxer.
Oh, so your
What's the
jams
difference?
be
What-
sack.
What's the
Boxer briefs is like tight in the crotch and keeps everything together. Boxers just you might as well just be wearing shorts.
no?
And you don't, and it's like
the
no
one that
chafing
keeps
or
it
anything.
together.
Oh, so boxer briefs, right?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
It's not enough.
That's what I'm saying.
More.
You need something that'll kind of bring them up. You know, don't keep, because there are underwear like Saxx, SAXX, great underwear, and they got the little walls that kind of keep it. My problem is not going left and right. My problem is going down. I need something to cinch it up, like a Glad bag for garbage. You know, get them up there, get them out of there.
But what is the idea behind underwear? Why is it so you don't get shit and piss stains in your pants, or
That's
is
a
it
good
because
question. It's uncomfortable to me though to wear
supportive.
like pants without underwear. I cannot do it, bro. I
Commando?
Is it because you're not used to it? Maybe it's because you're not used to it.
Can you do it?
it's kind of rough?
I mean, I've done it, but I'm not.
Dude, I can't even wear like basketball shorts with no underwear.
Oh, I've done that plenty of times.
Oh no, that feels.
Around the house.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that.
The only time no underwear is swim shorts.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, jumping in the pool, sure. Yeah, I have no problem with that. Or in the ocean, yeah. But and I don't like the lining in the shorts. So I usually cut those
board
out.
shorts? I cut them. Yeah, I cut them out too. All of them I have cut out.
You would think that there'd be an option to add that, not keep it by default when everybody cuts them out. You like
should be
Velcro it
cheaper.
in or something. Look, they make them shoes when we get older. We don't have to tie them anymore. You got the Velcro strap that kind of goes over,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
apparently that's the cool thing now is no shoelaces.
Really?
Yeah, Velcro or no shoelaces. That's the thing. That's the style now. So if we're just getting lazier, and we can even take the bras and put them in underwear.
Oh yeah.
Oh, built in.
Yeah, so now you could just cinch it up. I know it sounds ridiculous, but do you know how much? Look, you guys have all walked places. You don't ever have that problem where you get that rash on the side of your legs from your balls? You don't ever get that?
Yeah. It's from the chafing.
If you could cinch those
Joints-
puppies up, cinch them up. Bet you don't get that chafing.
And there's no more your ball sticking to the side of your leg, to your inner thigh either.
No more bat wings. They're cinched up, man.
I hate that. That's the worst thing.
And
I hate
even
that
the argument, you
most.
don't need to attach it in the back because you have the skin underneath, behind the sack that can, like a hammock, like a, like a slingshot. You ever seen a slingshot? How you gotta put the rock in it and it just kind of molds around it. It's the same thing. It's a ball slingshot.
See,
So you're actually saying something like this?
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
Yes, but see how that didn't raise it up? It has to have something attached to the top where you drawstring it and it pulls it up like a pulley system. Like a little pulley system. Yeah, that's just tightening around it. That's not it. It's gotta pull up.
So it's got to have two drawstrings.
Oh, so you don't want any tightness around it.
No, that's sex-wise now. Now we're getting kinky when you're doing rubber bands around the balls. No, I'm talking about just to bring them up. So, like when you get a jacket and like winter jackets, some have that shit that are loose here, but you could take the Velcro and make it tighter, or they have the drawstring that you could pull and it gets it tighter around. You just have to come up with a way to where you could use the drawstring and like a pulley system, and it brings it up.
And then if they're too small, you can kind of have a version with a push-up in it, right?
Ooh, push-up rolls. I like it. To make them look bigger.
Bigger, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
For those people with...
I am going to go into CAD today and design this. I'm going to make a fucking ball bra. I'm going to do this. And China will make it for me.
Before you go with it, let's see if there's anything that's already out there.
That can't be a thing. Careful, don't screen share.
No, I'm not screen sharing.
Nah, bro. Nope.
I see plenty of pictures, but they're not exactly what you're saying.
Nope, none of that. Yep, I see testicle bra. Nope, that ain't it.
Nope.
I wonder if you can do anything about the cooling.
There's a guy that's talking about a patent for it, but he's not. He's talking about just protecting his testicles. The one on Reddit that's made out of carbon fiber. That's not it, though. Dude, nobody has made this.
Carbon fiber? Ooh.
I want to show you the picture, but I can't. So, here, I'll put it in Discord. There. It's made out of carbon fiber, but that's to protect it, though. That's not what I'm looking for.
Ooh, that looks uncomfortable.
Doesn't it? It looks a little too... And how you get them in there?
But how is the jockstrap held on? The cup. How is it? That's elastic and elastic around your leg, or no?
Yeah, and then you have a cup that goes inside of it. Yeah, mine's more simple. Mine's like a cinch sack that just... Ooh.
The cinch sack.
I like that.
Sack singer.
No, that sounds like you're just gonna burn all the hair off my testicle. Yeah, that carbon fiber one, I wouldn't even be able to get both in there. It's wedge. Like you'd have to. Ooh. No, that ain't it. But that's not even close. You guys get what I'm saying, right? It's a net that it just pulls it up.
Yeah.
I also want to make those pee-pee cup dishes.
What?
Oh, so a woman can stand standing up.
No. Like for us, because we can't shake right. And we when we done, we piss all over our pants. I just want to make like a cup that goes on the tips of her dick that catches all the pee. Like a diaper for your penis head.
So if you put it back in, you don't wet your pants.
That's right. You just change the cap out. Next time you go pee, take it off, you throw it away.
Well, throw away, so you keep coming back for more.
It's
yeah,
disposable.
nice. Yeah, disposable.
It's
yeah.
like a cloth condom. Like a cloth condom. And you have to say in the box, not used for intercourse. Does not unravel. Because someone's going to be like, I'm suing Jay Hayes' penis caps because she got pregnant. No. That is for pee. It's not for urine.
Does not prevent you from making babies.
And it does cause you to transmit STDs. You got to put it out there so where it's avoidable for sex. Like this will give you herpes if you use this during sex. It is known to give chickenpox. Look, bro, I'm telling you, this is fucking gold. They don't exist.
You can use if you can use those droplets of urine and catch that heat to warm your balls, or catch that water to kind of mist your balls so they stay cool.
The problem is that I don't know about you, man, but
it's not gonna last long,
and it's not it's not gonna make them smell pleasant either. You know, it's gonna smell like sticky. Yeah, it's gonna smell like urine. You don't want that. With the cap, it's all kind of enclosed. So you guys got it made in Europe. You have built-in caps. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you got some. Oh, you just got a sweater. You just throw over it and.
No, they still drip.
It doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Put the hoodie on.
Maybe even worse, because then the urine gets between the head and the collar.
Yeah, and it gets all soaky, and it's like sweaty feet afterwards.
Okay, I just want to comment on what John said. He said, Jay, I have a loose sack. Do you think you can reach your brown? I've never done it, just want to try once. All right, listen to me. John, I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny right now. I'm going to have Bree take a picture, and I'm going to send it to you privately. Okay? John, I'm keeping it real. If I sit down, like on a couch, my testicles automatically go to where my asshole are.
Jesus Christ, man.
They go right into the butt crack. Like right on the asshole. And I'm not even trying. No. They're there. So when I sit long times like in the Audi, one ball will get stuck in my butt crack.
Ooh.
I'm not trying. I don't know what that is. I think they're just so heavy that it. But I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if it's a disease.
Not for the balls. Is it a sack that's stretched out, or is it your actual balls? Are you like you just got big balls? Like, is it the balls or the sack that's going there?
Spade, I'll send you a picture. I mean, my balls are. I got some balls, bro.
So maybe you have elephantitis.
No, it ain't like that. Like, it's not that. They're just big jams, man. Yeah, I mean, they're just. Okay, I can't. That I got no comment on. Your tailbone? No. Huh? No, that's like 16 inches, bro. Your tailbone?
That's impressive.
Oh, no.
Underneath or around?
That's your tailbone.
No way, bro. Nah, John, that's not your tailbone. That's the top of your butt crack.
Yeah, that's not.
Can you join us and show in the stream? Like I have.
Yeah, no, not on stream. Not on stream.
Okay, John, I am interested and intrigued and confused all at the same time. If you're saying you take your sack, go from behind you, use another hand to grab it, and pull it up to your butt crack. Yo, go to the fucking doctor and get a sack tuck. You need.
Or go to the carnival and be a sideshow.
Yes.
Where do the balls go if you do that? Are they still somewhere in the middle, or at the end, or at the top, or?
Like when you take a shit, what happens to your balls?
Bro, it's probably swimming with the poops.
So you gotta take a shower.
It's playing fucking dodgeball with your shit, bro. It's
You put them over your shoulder before
you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
How many times have you actually flushed your balls at that point? Because they have to be in the ball.
Right? Maybe that's how you stretch them out.
Why would they be that stretchy, though? Even I got big balls, but it's not that stretchy. No way. That's.
He's been playing with
up top.
That's.
Also, you rest them on your leg when you poop?
Shut up. This is insane.
Wait, like just sitting there on your back, like, hey.
So when you scratch your balls, it's like you're petting your cat or something?
I don't have that problem. Okay, I'm going to sound weird.
Wait.
Hey, hear me out. This really does happen to me sometimes. It's got to be like a really hot day, and it can't be super cool in the bathroom. But there are times when I poop, and my poop runs down the backside of my balls.
okay, like, if you have diarrhea, that usually happens too, no? It could happen.
I mean, it
I
happens
get
to
that.
me more often than not. I have to wipe my balls when I'm done shitting.
Now I'm kind of imagining John having sex and just throwing his balls like behind him, like a scarf.
Like a rucksack, like a, or like what those homeless people do with the stick and the ball of cloth. It's just.
Keep his
Yeah,
neck warm.
I don't. That's. I mean, I am fascinated that you can touch your tailbone with. That's bad. That's not good. That's no good.
I've seen that.
No, but I seriously, I want to make that. I want to make a design to where it'll cinch it. I don't know how you make it to where it would go higher without tightening it. You'd have to make.
It would have to go around your waist. Something would have to go around your waist in order for it to work properly.
You would have to have special underwear, right?
I got it.
Yeah,
I got
you
it.
have to.
I got it. I got it. I got the invention. So on the top, you have the hook, right? You have one string that is semi-elastic, right? One string that comes down, goes through the cloth from the bottom to the top that goes underneath your balls, right? There's multiple. It's one string, and then there's a bunch of strings that kind of cup the testes. On the other side is another string that comes up next to it. So the two strings are like this. This side does not move. This one, where the hook is, it has like a wheel that presses against it. And then you pull that up, and it causes them both to move. So like a pulley on the top. You just kind of grab it, pull it up, and then it like cinches. I got it. Problem is, how big is that wheel? And when you bend over and stuff, and it's sitting, is it going to cause like an imprint of like how buttons on jeans work? You laughing, bro? I need these.
Apparently, John needs them more.
No, John's got a skin problem. I got a ball problem.
What if you heat it up, John? Like if you get like a blowtorch and you like melt it a little, wouldn't it shrink? Maybe that will help. Like burn it off a little.
Yeah, that's the problem with the wheel being exposed. Is all your hair, like on your belly button and stuff, would get caught. There's got to be a way to do it. There has to be. Even if the contraption is on the outside where the hook is by the button, then it doesn't touch your skin. You're gonna look funny. You're gonna have two strings just hanging down, but put them in your pockets or something, or it attaches the belt loops.
Couldn't you use those plastic sliders that are on
That's what I'm talking about. But that's only to cinch, though. That's not to pull it up. You understand? That's to.
But if they're strong enough, that would work as well, right? You could just.
It would work. Yeah. It would work. Yeah, and then it's pulled up.
I mean, it could go over your shoulders.
No, that's John. I feel like I'm gonna have to get John to test this though, but I don't think he's got big balls. He's just got stretchy skin.
If it works for him,
You guys seen that guy with the stretchiest skin? What he did with his face?
No.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I got you. It's coming in. Hold on. Watch this shit. Yo, this shit is crazy. You ready?
Yes.
Yes. Thanks, Kate. Now you're going to meet a record breaker who's true. A little something. Let me think. Your neck. Can I pull it? Go on, Oh, God. When did you find out you could do that, girl?
I was probably about 8 years old, messing around at school, and I asked a friend next to me, "Can you do this?" I replied no, and that's when I realised I had something special.
Is there a reason you can do that? What's the reason behind it?
I have a very rare skin condition.
Does it hurt?
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, I know the audience are gagging to see some more. Can you show us what you can do?
Yep, no
Oh,
problem.
brilliant. Okay, check this out. Oh
What
my!
in the
Turn
heck?
around, gal. Let them see you behind as well. Just. Have you ever seen anything more, Gary? Give me some more. Did you bet? Now that is what. Go on then. That is what I call a tie around your belly. What about your legs, everything?
Can you use a member of the audience?
Yes, please. Yeah, use anyone. Use a lady in the red. Go on.
Give me your finger. Give me your finger. Right. There you go.
Oh, enough, Gary. Gary, come here. Oh, can you tie your skin in a knot?
Now that's stretching it a bit.
What about stretch marks? Do you get stretch marks?
No, not at all.
So what is the most common thing that people ask you?
People usually ask me, can I do it all over my body?
When you say all over your body, Gary, do you mean all over your body, Gary?
Yeah, all over.
Do you want to see it? No. Well, you can't. Gary, do black people come up and say, give me some skin? It's a cheap shot.
You like this one? Look.
Oh, man, look, he's got a forest. He supports Forrest. Can the camera see? Show me a Forrest thing. Can you imagine if Forrest just put Gary in goal, stretched his skin to the post and the crossbar? They may have stayed up this week. What about... No, please, no. Is there anything you can do, Gary, that really, like, freaks people out completely?
Yeah, there is one. It's probably the double chin.
Wait a minute.
What?
Do you want to see it, though? Yes! Give it to them, Gary.
What?
Oh, my God. If Gary... I can't... One more time, girl. Do it again for us, guys.
Problem.
It's unbelievable. The thing, Gary... That's unbelievable, girl. Gary does have an amazing skin condition, and we've got one of the country's leading skin experts in to tell us about it. Brian Morgan. Wait there, Gary.
You want to see this one?
How do you do?
Hi.
I want to know what's wrong with him.
What exactly does Brian suffer from?
He was born with a condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It's very rare. He's 1 in 500,000, so it is pretty uncommon.
So how does it make his skin stretchy like that?
Well, yours and my skin is made of collagen fibres. It's rather like the weave on a basket. And what's happening is he's got very disorderly collagen fibres, and which allow it to stretch out. And then luckily it comes back again.
So is there a downside to it?
Really, the only problems are that he makes rather poor scars. He's rather slow to heal if he cuts himself, and he bruises and bleeds a little bit easily. But otherwise, no.
How tall would Gary be if he could grow into his skin?
Ever so tall, yes, the tallest man in the world.
Thanks, Brian.
Oh, because
Brian Morgan, everybody. In order for Gary to get into the Guinness Book of Records, we have to make things official. It's time for Brian Morgan and our Guinness judge, Michael Feldman, to measure Gary. Come on in, Michael.
Thank you very much, Michael. And here we have a specially designed surgical ruler, and Gary's going to pull out the most stretchy part of his skin here, and we're just about to measure that. So I'll stick that into you there.
Wow.
And
That's
here we
weird.
are.
That's not pulled up far enough. I think you could do a bit more.
Okay, a little bit more. That's 14.2 centimetres.
That's unbelievable. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, a new Guinness World Record for the world's stretchiest skin, Gary Turner.
Isn't that fucking fascinating, bro? Isn't that
What's going to happen to him when he gets older?
That's a good question. I guess. Well, yeah, because you get more, or no, you don't. You get saggier skin. So as he gets older, he would.
gonna hang.
But he doesn't have
gonna look like a
collagen
bloodhound?
fibers, so maybe it wouldn't get right because the fibers are breaking down, which is
The
causes
fibers is-
ours to
yeah.
get stretchy. He doesn't have that, so
So he would never get wrinkles.
you know how you can make it
theoretically,
even stretch further is if he got fat,
and then lost the weight.
then lost the weight, then you can make it even skinny. You can make it even more because now you're unless the collagen fibers
Snaps
stretch
back.
out, and that is no, because he said he could be the tallest man ever. So he would continue as he got taller, the skin would just wow. That is fascinating. I'm not gonna lie. I'd love to see his penis. I just for experimental reasons. I want to see what you can do with that because mine is limp and I can stretch. So you're hard and you could still stretch it.
Wait, but that
Wow.
would only be the skin, right?
Right, so you would probably feel less for sex, no? Because it's not solid. It's stretchy. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
tighter it is, the
That
better
makes-
it feels. So if it's
right.
always loose,
Huh?
Oh, it's got to suck for him then.
oh, could you imagine?
Oh,
You
would it
can't get
chafe?
yeah, chafe, and you can't get BJ's either, because she would, suck. It would cause the skin to all go up, and ooh,
Yeah,
that's no good.
so a hand job.
Yeah, and the hand
Oh,
job's gonna
yeah.
be like a nipple job. She could call.
You would need
Other
four, you
stuff
need
is
four
well.
hands.
Ooh, that's no
Other stuff
good,
as
bro.
well. Imagine wiping your ass.
Oh, like especially if it's like
Yeah,
a
it
dryer
goes-
wipe, some of your skin
Yeah.
is gonna be stuck in your. Oh,
Ooh. No.
that's. I mean, it's cool that you could do that, but I see a lot of downsides with that, like sexually wise.
That's how you get
No.
your ball. That's how you get your balls in your asshole. Right there. That's how that happens.
And so yeah, even your like your skin of your testicles would do the same thing. Wow. Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see the X-rated version of that. I do.
And your ball sack
Fascinating.
is nothing else than skin, right?
That's
There's
it.
nothing.
So that's going to probably be the stretchiest part. You think in Guinness Book of World Records? I know that there's one for adults. Like there is an adult. It's not official, but do you think if his argument was, well, that's not the stretchiest part, that they would actually go offline and measure
Check it.
that?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I would think so. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah,
It's like
I
saying
mean,
you
if-
have the world's biggest dick.
Yeah, but that's not a.
But you
it's not
wouldn't.
not an official thing. That
And you
that
wouldn't.
Are you
Jewish
sure?
guy.
It's
not
not.
official?
It's,
Yeah,
but it's not
official.
right. You wouldn't have the largest dick.
No, he'd have the longest
stretch
Because
on
it was just the skin. No, it would just be the skin.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not saying
but-
he would have that. I'm saying that in order to test how stretchy his skin is, you'd probably want to go to an area where it would be the stretchiest, which would be your, crotch. But then again, that's not really attached to anything, right? That's how would you use that tool? You'd have to go by the butthole to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's. Whoops! It went in.
I think that's cool to have skin like that.
Yeah, but you heard the downsides though. If he gets cut, it takes longer to heal. He bruises easily.
Yeah, that's an issue. It's like those people. You ever seen that little girl that she has all senses but pain. So
Yeah,
like she
I've seen similar.
falls, breaks her bones, feels nothing. You think that
It
that's
says
a
it's
blessing, but that's no good.
Well, it's there to warn you that something is wrong in your body, pain.
And that
Right,
tells you that if
so-
you had cancer or something and that was causing pain, you would never know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's no good. So do we have a good stream this time? Do you guys want to keep going?
Yes,
You
sir.
tired? I don't know. What are we doing?
Oh yeah.
You want to keep going or you're done?
No, keep going.
Yeah. Spade, what do we got to do to get your wife on here?
She won't. I
No?
don't think so.
Does she watch these streams?
Occasionally, or she listens in.
You think she heard the part about you being horny?
Probably not.
She's gonna be mad at every one of us now.
Why?
Well, next thing you know, you're not allowed to be in a hazer anymore.
That's not gonna happen.
Well,
No,
you say that.
No.
History has proved you wrong.
I'll be here. Don't
He
worry.
ain't going nowhere. No. There's some people. You know what's sad is we were talking about this last night in the stream, and I know we always cover this, like trying to figure out what it is with people, like what causes it. Because Curtis was in there, and you know how Curtis gets. But so we were talking about getting close to people and how people, the closer that you get to people, the more they pull away, and then is the option baseline question: is it better to have more friends, like an assload of friends, or just a couple? Legitimate question. Like, would you rather have 10 friends
Couple.
or 100?
10.
Are we talking the same level of friendship?
Well, that goes into the
That's-
answer.
that's the
So again, would you rather have 10 or 100?
10 real ones? Yeah.
What about you, Spade?
The logical answer is to say 10. But realistically, I think having 100 is better because you're always going to be different to every single
Agreed.
time. And you're never
I'm going to
to
say
have-
100. The reason why I say 100 is, given my track record, is that if I have 100 friends, I'm lucky if I keep 10. If I have 10 friends, I'm lucky if I keep one. Right?
Yeah. You're right.
Because
Playing the numbers.
It's a numbers game.
you've seen this, so
Yeah.
you're better off
Yeah.
having more than you are to have less. It makes more sense to have more friends because you think
Yeah,
that
have
those
some
10 are friends. Yeah, okay. Until something happens, then they're not a friend anymore. Now you only got 9. Now you got 8. If you have 100, even if you get 10 of those, that's great.
Yeah.
Well,
It's hard. It's all the loyalty thing. Once people start losing loyalty, then you're not a friend anymore, and then you're out the door.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to play victim last night, but it's so sad when I look at, like, if I saw somebody that went through what I went through with friends, I would be the best friend that they would ever have, because the amount of turmoil and shit that they've had to deal with, trusting all those people for only those people to shit on them. I'm a bad friend. I can't keep them. Realistically, yeah, you can't disagree with that. I'm not playing victim. Let's just be clear here. I am not feeling bad for myself. It can't be the other people. It has to be me. It has to be. It can't be anybody else. It's me, because I'm the only thing that's common with all of them. Process of elimination,
but-
man.
okay, but your situation is kind of unique where it's friendship and business all mixed
Right.
into one. And
Right.
that's
And
a unique
makes it
situation.
difficult.
Which further validates that it's me.
I don't know.
Okay.
Does it?
Okay, so
Okay,
turn
let's
it
take
around.
the money
right?
out. Let's take the money out then. Take the money out. I don't talk to any of those people that don't donate anymore or are not patrons.
Right, because that's already been burned. That bridge has been burned already. That's the
And
problem.
that's not on my doing. I've tried. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's me. You just don't want to admit it. I will. You know, what are you going to
I
do?
don't think the
It's
answer is
them
clear
burning
cut.
that bridge. It's not you. You've tried. So in that argument, I see it's not being you. You've tried multiple times.
Right. And if I
Okay,
fail every time, who does that go on?
No, you don't fail. They don't accept you as helping them
Right.
out or as a friend, and they pull back. They pull back. You never pull back. You keep giving. So the only thing you're guilty of is maybe caring too much.
Wearing
sounds
my
stupid
heart
if
on
you
my
say it
sleeve,
out loud.
but that's my
Yes.
doing. That's not
Yeah, that's
other
what
people's
you do.
doing. That's
But
what
that makes you a
I'm
good-
doing.
Yes, but that makes
Look
you
at it from a-
who you are.
Yeah, but that's not the point. But regardless of who I am, I'm the reason for it.
You have to no, you
But
can't.
that
No, you can't blame
kinda
yourself. You have to
happens
look
in
at
a
it from a
friendship.
different
You have to
perspective.
blame. You can't point the finger at other people. There has to be a point where
You
you take
can.
responsibility for what happens.
Yes. Okay. All right. Here's the thing.
I don't know.
You got to look at it from a different perspective. Look at it from a different perspective, right? Everyone knows. Okay, for argument's sakes, let's just say everyone knows you're an asshole, you're a dick, and everything like that. Why are you here? You want to be his friend, right? But if it gets too much for you, it's not that he's the problem. You're the problem because you can't handle his brashness or his cockiness or whatever the case is. That's your problem, not the other person's problem. Okay, it's not you,
Yeah, but that
it's
also
them.
proves Jay's
They realize
point,
that it, maybe for them
Yes,
it's too
that's
much.
what I'm saying, Matthew. But that goes
It
back
proves
on
Jay's
me again.
point. It's not up to a certain level. It is what Jay does because
Yes.
of what he does and how he does it. And like I just said, it's friendship and business. So his actions
Right. But I'm
kind
saying
of are
you can't
partly
blame-
responsible
Not kind
for,
of.
for the-
Not kind of, Matthew. They are.
well,
as much
it's
as
not
you're trying to be
solely on
nice,
you. I mean,
It's
But-
no,
but
it's
it's
not
not
solely,
solely
but I'd
on
say
you.
90% of it. You know, if and then what does that say about the people that are close with me that have managed to weather all that? Are they stupid, or are they open? Are they more forgiving
could be a
than
combination.
others?
Yeah, it could be a combination of that.
Sure,
Maybe they're
but
the-
it
they're
still
just
comes
like
down
you.
to me. It still comes
Yeah,
down to
that's
me. No matter how you look at it, it still comes down to me. I'm not saying there's some responsibility that does not go on them. Of course, you walking away, whatever, you're not dealing with it. But if I was just, let's put it like this. If I was your friend and I didn't speak my opinion and that's who I am, I'm keeping my mouth shut, we're going to remain friends because I don't ever say anything against you. So, but because
Right.
my friendship, I am honest with you, that is my problem, and then you leave because of what I am. It is on me. It is my responsibility. It's a shitty
how
thing.
You wanna have-
But how real?
do you
want to
have a friend that's a yes man or someone?
But there are people, John. There are people that are friends that don't have opinions, that will be nice, that are that way, and that's who they are. That's what makes them the way that they are. That doesn't make them a bad friend. They're just that way. It's just that I am a very hard friend to be because it's not that I demand a lot. It's just, and I expect people to treat me the same way I treat them. It's just that with today's day and age,
not too
that
much to ask.
It's a lot harder than you think.
that's a tough pill to swallow when you know you're the problem. You got to know your own flaws, right?
within within reason. I mean, it's like people saying, "Oh, I love how honest you are and straightforward you are." Yeah, they love that. Just as long as you say something to them that doesn't fit their narrative or that hurts them or whatever, but that is truth.
Or you have to pay
Then all
for
of
it.
a sudden they don't love it anymore that you're so straightforward. The same as
But that's
time
what
and
I'm
time again.
saying. You can't, right? But you can't blame someone for being honest and being themselves and you getting offended about what they're saying. That means that you're the problem, not the other person. The other person is saying that, hey, I'm an open book. And if I'm an open book, this is what I'm going to tell you all the time, whether you like it or not. I'll make fun of you. You make fun of me. Everything is fine and dandy. But if something is bothering you, then that's on you. You're the one who got pissed off about it. You're the one who got sensitive. You're the one that, is getting annoyed about
it. Normal friendship. In a normal friendship, you're right, Spade. Problem is now it's mixed in with business, so it doesn't even hurt your friendship alone.
Right.
Like that friendship is gone now.
It hurts your pocket also.
Other stuff as well. You gotta have to
Jordan
cater to everyone's.
Jordan made a really good point to me yesterday. He said, so the problem I have now is with my integrity. My integrity is in question for these videos that I'm doing. And he said, when you tell the truth, does it pay your bills? The answer to that question is no, it does not. People appreciate the truth, or they say that they appreciate the truth. But where are they now? Right? What have you done to help me? To help me keep telling the truth? So this is why you see people that do videos on YouTube or reviews that they're dishonest. Is it dishonesty? Because honesty doesn't pay the bills. Honesty doesn't keep your wife fucking you. Honesty does not keep the food on the table. It doesn't. It never has. It never will. Nice guys finish last. Your best bet is to lie your way through life.
Think of all the money that you would have made if you had just lied and not been honest with people. You would be 10 times more.
But that's two-sided, Spade. There's two sides to that. Yes, you can play it that way. Or if everyone that ever said to Jay, oh, I appreciate your honest reviews on these mods, otherwise I would have spent money on it and lost money. If every single person would have given $2, where would we have been now?
Yeah, but then
it's
you would have the same person
for the bikes as well. Oh, I was about to buy it, but because of your review, I saved money. Okay, have you given anything back to the review? No, I took the free content and I'm happy with it. Of course you are.
You say that, Jordan, but then you take the same person who was, oh, you saved me $30 for buying a product. Next product is something they own. They have a mod that or a dripper that they like, and Jay doesn't because his comes out of the box and it's all Shangati, or there are no air holes, or it's cookies inside or whatever. And then it's, oh, now I don't like you anymore because you hated on something that I like and you said it was bad.
It only works one way. It only works just for them on that thing that fits their narrative. And if it doesn't, that's why lying is the answer. It's shitty as that sounds. It's lying it's I have a huge, I'm not gonna, if you didn't watch the live yesterday, then I don't know what to tell you. But there's a lot of integrity that is at question. And it came down to what's going to happen is my integrity will not be faltered for any kind of money. Well, my integrity will not change, but the way that I approach it will. So that keeps me still in the loop, but I can't be as brutally honest as I was before because that will affect bankroll. And that same goes with friends, right? If I was not so brutally honest with certain people, fuck it, I'll say names: Pedro, Jess, Shatter, Crossbow. Yeah, how many names you want? You know, if I was not brutally honest with these people, they'd all still be here. But because I was brutally honest, they left. So honesty has been my downfall. See, I know my flaws. Am I willing to change those? No. Nope.
But then there's also the thing, like when you're saying something that a person may not like to hear, that's something that person can say, they can explain to you, because I know on certain occasions you've been like, did I hurt your feelings, or are you mad, or whatever? Why not be honest back and say like, yeah, this kind of stung. Yeah, I didn't think this or this was fair, but okay. And get past it. That's a problem that most people don't do either.
Right. Nobody has that. Like, for instance, if Jay tells me about something about me, I'll tell him how I feel about something that he's making fun of me about something. I will, people say that I'm being argumentative, but it's not. I'm defending my opinion or my choice or whatever it is that I'm doing. But that's how you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to have a conversation with the person and be like, hey, I don't agree with you with this. Yeah, but maybe if you change your idea, maybe you might agree. If not, it is what it is. It's okay. We could still be friends, even though we have opposing arguments. It's okay.
Yeah.
But people don't understand that, and they don't want to be
that's the
in
problem.
that situation.
But that's the problem. The answer to that right there, what you just said, and even what Stan just said, it's honesty. People say they want you to be honest because it's a good thing.
Right.
Honesty is naturally a good, like we've discussed this with pride. Pride is never a good thing. Even American pride, it's not good. It's bad. Look up the definition of pride. Pride is bad. So, but what honesty is, people hear that and they're like, oh man, thank you for being honest. Thank you for that. I love your honesty. It never works out, ever. Cheat on your wife and tell her you cheated on her. Or cheat on your wife and never tell her. Which one is going to have better repercussions? People want honesty, but they don't. Nobody wants to hear the truth. They want to hear things that make them feel better.
Yeah,
that's
people
it.
want
That's
to
exactly
believe
what it is.
they like honesty.
That's right.
But
that's sad,
if you
bro.
If you always pick the line, what good is the relationship, whether it's a friendship or a marriage or whatever, what is there to build on? Like if it's all based on just skating around the truth, what do you have left?
Well, you just hold on to that, right? Until the wheels fall off.
Yeah, and that's just an illusion you're trying to keep.
Yeah.
But if everybody's happy, then what's the problem?
It's based on nothing.
Okay, but if it makes you feel better and it makes you feel good, who gives a shit? You're not hurting nobody. If you cheat on your wife and you never tell her, did you hurt her? If you cheat on the only person that's going to be affected by that is you. Your guilt. Your honesty. It's going to affect you, not her. She doesn't know shit. It's once you say it, it's when it's fucking spoiled. So truth destroys things. Lies. And that keeps it together.
To a certain extent, till the lies are too many.
Give me one until you get found out.
Right.
So you keep lying.
It usually does. It usually does. One way or another.
But that guilt should be on you, not on the other person.
Well, right. That's what he's saying, though. You're the one that's guilty. You're the one that's in pain, not the other person. So if you tell the truth, you're in pain, and the other person.
If you lied and you did something wrong, the guilt should be on you, not telling the other person about it and blame shoving off your guilt on them.
Right. But you're not understanding. If you tell the truth, you're hurting yourself because let's just for argument's sake say the cheating thing, right? You cheated on your significant other, okay? If you don't tell her, you're the one with the guilt. But when you do tell her, now you have the guilt of doing it, and she is upset that you did that. So now two people are affected, not just one. That's what I'm saying. But you're saying you were twisting it.
Your guilt is gone.
No, how am I twisting it? I'm saying if you did something wrong,
you still did that effect. You still did that though.
You shouldn't put that blame or guilt on somebody else. That's yours to carry.
Agree.
But that's what I'm saying. You're not putting the guilt on somebody else. Just because you tell them the truth, you're not putting a guilt out on somebody because you're explaining your feelings or anything.
Yes, it will, because that other person is always going to second guess themselves. What did I do to make you cheat?
Agree. But that's why you're better off lying.
But they should know why you did it.
Some people are clueless, man. I don't know about that. And the cheating of the wife is just a shitty example, but it's still an example.
I just say
that even with friends, how do I look in this? Great.
But you're lying to me. Just tell me that I look like a
but no, because once I tell you look like a slob, you're going to be more self-aware, which I don't think is a negative thing. You are. I'm
upset that they said that about me.
The argument with the review thing is such a solid answer. Is if I continually be honest, I feel good inside. And some people will feel good watching it knowing that I'm honest, but how does that help me? It helps me internally, like confidence-wise, but it doesn't help anywhere else. Versus if I lie,
It just makes you a better person.
it helps everywhere. It helps the people. It helps the companies. It helps my bank account.
It helps you.
You get more by lying than you do by telling the truth.
Well, but does it? Why does it help the people?
Because you're telling them what they want to hear.
Right.
But let's
Use
say
the review.
you
Use the
lie.
review argument. The review argument.
Yeah. So you do a review on something, and you lie through your teeth about it because it's the most shitty bike you've ever had.
Sure.
But you say, "Oh no, this thing is great," and I go out and based on your review, I buy that bike. I'm gonna be pissed at you to find out that you just
Are you
lied
going
and
to
it's
hold
a
me
shitty bike.
responsible or the company?
You're not. You're not. Here's the thing. Here's what Jay's trying to say. Ready? He's saying you're looking for this review. You're looking for the positives in something. And because you're looking for it, you're going to be like, yeah, he said that it's great. I'm going to get it because he reaffirmed my opinion on it. So because he said yes, great. Now, when you buy something, you're not going to blame the reviewer. You're going to blame yourself for buying it.
But it's a
Nobody forced you to buy it. You buy it. You bought it.
Spade is two-sided because you're gonna be confirmed in what you like. He likes as well. Fact, what you said. Okay, but it's two-sided because the next time you wanna know the honest truth about the product, are you gonna go to that reviewer or to another one? So it's a damned if you do and damned if you don't situation.
But
no.
Well, it might be damned if you do, damned if you don't. But in the long run, you're going to do good.
Money-wise, you're going to do better.
And that's the answer to everything. And that's the answer to everything.
That's bike ever. Huh?
Look, for example, look at Mike Vapes. Everything that he's ever reviewed has been a positive. He's always spun it that no matter how bad the product is, he found something positive about it. But he still has well over 500,000 followers, right?
There is also a point where you stop being a reviewer and you become a promoter.
Well, that was what Rip was. That's what Rip was.
When you see the final outcome, you guys watched it. I know Jordan, Matthew did. When you see the outcome of the video, you'll see how I still keep my integrity and I'm funny about it. And that's why we talked about whether or not these companies actually watch these videos. I don't think they do. But if the way that I approach it is good, I kept my integrity. I was honest. I was funny. I was real. I talked about the problem. But old me would go the extra mile, would break it and do this.
Rip it
because
apart.
I knew that would get views. I'm not stupid, but views don't equate to money. It does not. You have to say to yourself, look at, we've talked about this, look at every billionaire, look at every successful person on paper. None of them are nice. None of them.
Stepped on somebody along the way to get where they are.
Absolutely. And you're not going to tell me they didn't lie their way to the top. Of course you did.
It's a business. It's a business. At the end of the day, it's a business. And
yeah, but that business and friendship can coexist, but it requires lies for it to exist.
Correct. I would agree with that. Yes.
And the ones that you're truthful to either have to have thick skin or be able to look past that and accept that. And I think what also makes it hard is I'm a person that you really can't snap back at. Not that I'll kick you, it's just that I guess that's what makes me a bad friend, is you have to approach me with care versus you, I'm careless. But with me, you're careful.
I've never experienced that.
Then you're different.
Yet. Yet. You haven't experienced it yet.
So
I kind of don't think you want to know how many people that call themselves close friends or best friends would screw you over if the money was high enough.
Oh my God, bro. Please.
Oh, I would say 85% of people.
85? I'll even venture to saying 99.
Okay, sure. I was trying to give a benefit of the doubt.
You put put $1 million on the table, and this is your friend. Yeah, screw him over. Millions yours.
I'd fuck over so many people for $1 million. Bro,
see, everyone's
I'd have nobody
afraid.
left, but I would be on the way to the bank. Just, I'll find a friend somewhere. I'll pay for
buy
him.
new friends.
That's what I'm saying. I go buy me a new friend for a fresh $100K. Suck my dick, be the best friend ever. That's great.
I'm
You
saying,
believe that
everyone's
men?
integrity has a price.
Do you believe that men? Here's a good question. That men can have attractive, hot, and not be sexually attracted women friends?
No.
No.
Nope.
Really?
Man, I don't want to believe that. There's no way. There's at least once
I don't know,
you've
man.
thought about saying, I want to rail her.
You could do it, but in the back of your mind,
No,
there's always that
man. I don't know
little
if that's
voice.
possible. I think that's why. I don't think so.
there's that voice.
like my, you know, like your boy comes over and you go out to the bar. You know damn well your hot girl friend comes over and she's like, let's go to the bar. You're thinking, man, I'm gonna tear that pussy up.
Exactly.
But
There's
that's what I'm
no way
saying. You can't be friends. I don't think
No.
they can. I don't think that can exist. I think women can be friends with men, but not the other way around. I don't think men.
Correct.
Right.
I don't
Because
think
a
men
man
can
would
be
say,
friends with
I
women.
still want to hit it. A woman
Oh
will not
yeah.
say
Oh yeah.
I'd say
yeah.
it can be a relationship that never goes any further than friendships or a friendship. So it never reaches the sex part, but that's on the female. But the man is always gonna question at some
Right.
point.
right.
Looking for a way in, literally.
Yeah, abiding time.
You gonna tell me your hot friend is sitting on a pool table? She's like, "Hey, I'm doing my OnlyFans. I need to take a couple of pictures of my cooch on the pool table." You're not gonna be like,
I'll do it.
Can I take some?
I'll do it.
You're not. It's gonna go in your mind. Did you think she would let me slide in there real quick? Just you're talking to yourself, trying to justify a good old hippo situation.
Or you're thinking, wait, hold on. You could be thinking of it differently and saying, hey, you know what? If she's asking me to take these pictures, maybe she wants it.
Yeah, but that's men.
Why else would she
That's
ask me?
men,
Yeah.
bro. We just, I don't think we could have hot women.
Can I
Can't.
just
As
quickly?
much as I want to stick
I
up for
just-
you guys, yeah, let me
Can I
open it up
just
a little
quickly
bit, and then you
just-
taste your finger. Yeah, no, you just proved
No.
the point. You're not friends, right?
Nope.
Like if John was here, he's sitting on the couch, he's like, "Jay, I'm about ready to do my OnlyFans, take some pictures of my balls." You got you, I got you, bro. And I'll be like, "Hey, tuck this one up. This one looks good in the shadow, just like that. Pull it out. That looks good. Great." You ain't gonna do that with your hot girlfriend. No way. You're gonna be like, I gotta call somebody else to take
What's
these
up
pictures.
there?
What's this about? Let me get that out of there real quick. You feel good,
5
and then you're
pictures
hard,
in,
and
I
now
gotta
you're
go to the
fucking.
toilet.
It's just like having fuck friends, man. That can't be a thing, bro. Can't be a thing.
No.
Usually doesn't
Well,
last.
I think it could be a thing for a man.
No. Yeah.
Nah, I even say
Usually
no.
one of the two gets feelings and then it's ruined.
I think the female will be the first one.
I don't know. I think it depends on a man because every friend that I fucked, I had to be with. And that might be a loyalty thing. Yeah, that's because Bethany, you're a whore. That's why. That's why it's fine. Because you're a dirty tramp. Most
Yeah,
women
Bethany,
don't have those.
Bethany, why did it end?
Was it the rats? It's got to be the rats.
Yeah, and see, you said I had, so it's past tense.
Yeah. Why
You
did
wanted
it
more.
Oh.
Okay.
So
there you
one
go.
Of, one, of,
Liar.
one of the two people caught feelings.
So I'm saying you can't. That's not a thing. You can't do that. I've never met a lot of women. I don't even know if I could count on one hand how many women I met that had fuck friends just to fuck. That's not even a. Let's be clear here. That's not a friend. if you guys are knocking the boots, as much as they care about your feelings, they shouldn't care about your vagina.
Right.
That's more like a BFF than a just friend. That's
A butt
little
fucking
closer.
friend?
Yes.
That's
Nice.
one of those.
Yeah. The way you said yes. Your eyes up. Yes.
How did you know?
Did you see Jason's comment? Look at Jason's comment. I don't believe that for a second.
Get the fuck
Okay.
out of here, bro.
No way. You're full of shit. You're full of shit.
Dude.
You're full of shit.
Sure. A beautiful
not
naked
ruin the
woman is in
friendship?
front of
What's
you,
so
and you go
special
like,
about the level- yo,
I want to be friends.
What's the level of hotness? Are we talking?
Doesn't even matter.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. If you're talking about like Pamela Anderson in her prime with the barbed wire and the fake tits and Baywatch, we'll say that's a 9 or a 10. That's hot. That's what you turn down.
You hit that and you
but
worry
then
about the
again,
consequences
even a 6
later.
or a 7. Even a 6 or a 7 that turns up and just goes, "Oh, we're friends. Here you go. I'm naked. Now what? No.
And the
I
problem
wanna
is
be
with
friends."
men too, right? We see naked bodies like a woman that's dressed all sexy and then rips her clothes off. Just the sex appeal with that. She doesn't have to be hot. Just the sex appeal with that. Okay.
Jason,
the
was she
friendship,
a
Jay.
Carmen Diaz or was she Pamela
Oh God, bro, you're fucking killing me. Carmen Diaz. You might as well ask me if I want to fuck Dustin Hoffman. It's
Anderson? See,
At least he has
probably
an
you
Academy
would probably
Award.
oh, God.
you probably would do Dustin Hoffman before Cameron Diaz.
You are absolutely right. I'd fuck the shit out of Rain Man.
Yes, do your
I'd
Rain Man
fuck the
thing.
retard out of him. Just boom. I ask him, Ray, did
Fart
you just
again.
fucking fart? Yeah.
Do your math.
Wait, what's the jingle he sings all the time? 95.6. Bam! What's he do? He does something. Bam! What happened to Jordan? Lights out? Oh, there it is. He used to say something. Bam! 95.6. I don't know. That's another point. Yeah, that's hard, man. To maintain a friendship and knock the boots, they just don't go hand in hand. I don't think for a man or for a woman. I think a man's gonna catch feelings or a woman's gonna catch feelings. And I'd say after two times.
I can hear that
echo.
It's really good. Yeah.
Here's our Don.
AirPods are good.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I think Cameron Diaz is a fucking 0. I wouldn't fuck her with Matthew's dick, Jordan pushing, and Spade.
I was waiting on that comment.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. You can't even use my dick in that scenario. I'm out. So weird I'd suck dick before I fucked her.
wow.
Bro.
That's true hate.
Ah.
That's some hate right there.
Yeah.
That is some,
But you could hate fuck somebody.
yeah, there's nothing. Yeah.
Oh,
Sometimes it's
yeah.
more fun that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would not hate fuck Cameron Diaz. No.
Angry
I
sex?
find her absolutely repulsive, bro. Her mouth reminds me of like a circus clown. Like she got one of them dental dams in. They about ready to fill a tooth or something. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Oh, shit. I'd rather eat 20 bananas with 6 sides of cucumbers and green beans covered all over it.
Why'd you bring up the green beans?
Oh,
So it's a
dude.
definite no.
Oh, yeah. No, it's 100% no. Yeah. I'd fuck Seth Rogen before Cameron Diaz.
He's a good-looking man.
Bro, you line them up. Line them up. I have a threesome with John Wayne Gacy and Ted Bundy before I fuck.
Let's see if you're as bad as Pate. Diaz, 1 million.
Ooh.
Wait, would I fuck Cameron Diaz for $1 million?
Yeah.
Do I see her face?
Yeah. She's in your face all the time.
Sure.
No turning off the lights. You just,
I don't know if I'll be able to
You have to
maintain an
finish.
erection, but yes.
and
You have to finish.
it's gotta be not put it in and it's gotta be a reasonable amount of time.
I'd bang her for $100. You know, like
Nice.
Just
it doesn't. We don't have to go crazy. I'm not fish sticks bait. Put money on the table. It's different. I'm just saying, if there's other options, I'm taking those. You could fuck a wrench, or you could fuck Cameron a wrench. You know, like if there's no other option, then absolutely, let's bang it out. Do you fuck a fish stick or Cameron Diaz, the fish stick? You know, it's not. You know, if there's no other option, then yes. And I'm not saying I'm a 10. I'm just that's just gross to me.
so we take the $100 off the million. You do the fish stick, and then we feed the fish stick to to Spade for almost $1 million.
Absolutely.
-100.
I bet you put $5,000 on the table. Five grand cash. Hundreds. Bang. Right in the stack. Fish stick, $5,000. Call it. He'll eat the fish stick. He'd eat that fish stick like it was going out of
The
style.
last stick ever. Yep.
You put the cash in front of somebody's face, dude, it's going to be hard to say that you ain't going to do something. That's cold
that's
hard
true.
cash, no taxes.
Yeah.
Take it. Take it. I don't care how much it is. You know, obviously $100 different, but when you're talking thousands, shit. What Bree said. What if he's playing the long game and he really loves fish, but he knows it's an easy thing to get money at some point in the future?
Oh yeah.
Imagine.
Man, I tear fish up, but I just tell people I hate it to see them give me money. And then I'll just fake gag. I love it. Where did Jordan go? He left again? All right. It's 3 hours and 45 minutes. It was a good stream, guys. I had fun.
It was great.
I think it's funny. We got one down vote when we started talking about decline. Is Israel and Palestine? It's okay. That's good.
But I don't get the downvote. Like the conversation hadn't even started, so you don't know what the outcome
The second
is.
I
Might have
showed
been
the
like-
video, it could have been someone that was here for the Israeli-Palestine, and then once we switched topics, they downvoted. But as soon as I showed that video,
Bam.
downvote.
Poop. That's
Whatever. You back, Jordan? You done pooping? Good. I wish I could shit like that. Just go into the bathroom, look at the toilet bowl, and walk out.
Bang it out.
I love it. Guys, next week,
I mean-
same time, same Ryan.
The smell. Well, you got to take the smell as well.
Oh,